let's see. We had that jacket, the Hooters one. We had the one. It had the old KCK Sports 1140 logo, the yellow and red one, and then it said Hooters on the other breast. I think I brought it in once.
Oh, I'm not remembering.
You don't remember that?
I don't think I got that.
We had the Atlanta Braves looking baseball jerseys.
Mm-hmm.
That sweatshirt. Okay, you might be right. There has to be more, right? Have we ever had hats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have we ever had closed back hats, or are they always the connecty ones?
Connecty ones.
Yeah.
Never fitted.
What would be a good? And by the way, I haven't checked the chat yet. But I would say
we have the onesie.
See, I think, and I know you'll back me up on this because we've talked about it many times. I do think on the website we should have a whole suite of Sactown sports related clothing, including a onesie, by the way, because who does not want to dress their child, their infant up in a sports station logoed onesie? A rattle, maybe with different hosts' faces on it. That would be good.
Yeah.
But what would be legitimately an item that could be Sactown Sports branded that maybe, because like we did bracelets for the old night show. There's still I guarantee you there's a couple people out there.
No, that was for the afternoon show.
Bracelets?
Yeah. The 50-50 club.
You're right. Sorry. You're absolutely right. Sorry, Chris. I'll give you, I'm not even going to do me. That's accurate. It was the afternoon show, the Club 50 bracelets, because my job was to hold on to at least 50% of Don Geronimo's audience. So we called it Club 50. You're the half that's left. I think we did a little better than 50%, but there's still some of those in the wild. And those, God, are over a decade old, I think. Yeah, it was before I got fired. So they'd have to be at least 13, 14 years old. I think I still have a box of those, like a little box of those. I could bring. Those would be a fun thing to give away that have nothing to do with today's station. But I'm trying to think, like a belt. Like what about a Sactown Sports belt buckle?
Not doing
okay.
It.
Sactown Sports shoes. No. Socks, but then nobody can see the logo. Who cares? Unless they were like half socks for the summertime.
How about big hoop earrings?
My wife would get them. I promise. She has a little a bunch of ones with Kings logos, including the old like big Kings with the spears through them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The like across the shield.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think those
shoelaces.
Sure.
Okay.
Earmuffs.
Undies. Earmuffs. Yeah, but nobody uses earmuffs here. They are in the rest of the country right now.
Skull caps.
I love
beanies.
that beanie skull cap would be great. What about Sactown?
Speedos.
What?
Speedos.
Like Borat style?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Look at that logo.
Suspenders.
Like the old Mork from Mork suspenders?
Have you ever worn suspenders?
I have.
Yeah.
I have. I have enough. I had when I was in elementary school, my dad gave me a pair of his. No, I know, dude. I know.
Elementary school suspenders?
They were this is somebody gave my dad a pair of suspenders and he didn't want them. And I didn't understand why, because who wouldn't want to wear a pair of rainbow suspenders, which is what they were. They were rainbow suspenders. Now, what I hadn't put together at the time, and anyone under 40 isn't going to put this together, they were the Mork from Ork Robin Williams suspenders from the TV show. And man, let me tell you, there was a good month. I probably wore those suckers Imagine like like third grade Carmichael Dave wearing like a t-shirt, shorts,
York.
and suspenders. No, Orc. Mark from Orc.
I've got one, I guess, equivalent. I was so enamored by my older brother being on the football team when he was in high school. So I think I would have been in fifth grade, fifth grade. And he had like the half shirt that they wore under the pads, which I guess was a thing. So half shirt, pads, and then the football jersey. But I wore his half shirt to school. I don't know how many times. And I'm sure it probably felt like more like a full shirt, but I don't think it was. Why was I going to school in my brother's half football undershirt? I don't know, but I did.
Oh, this is incredible. So what? So how? I need the proper visual.
Yeah.
How far down on young Jason Ross? This sounds bad. How far down on your chest/tummy did the half shirt go?
I'm guessing because he grew at a rapid rate and I grew very late and we're 4 years apart. I bet it was probably closer to a full shirt, but I mean, wouldn't it have had to have been? I guess, if how old are you in fifth grade? 10? 10 or 11?
I think so.
And, he's 15. I don't know. And he was already like 6'2", and I was, 5'0", if that. And so I bet it was closer to a full shirt, but not one that, I don't know. I'm sure it just didn't look good or right or anything about it.
Was there, I guess it doesn't sound like there was, but did we have like perhaps an exposed midriff?
Well, he would have. I don't know if I did.
Yeah,
I think that's
you.
what would have been. But I think I also wore, I think they also had a football, like an actual practice jersey half shirt. Like that just basically went over the pads. And I know I wore that because it had the holes in it. And I wore that as well one time. I don't know.
The 80s were a really weird time for haircuts and dressing up.
Your parents just let you do stuff. I remember I went to one of my friend's house I think it was either on my way to school and we walked in and I would get him before we went. And I remember knocking on the door and my friend's mom's like, you can't wear that together. And I guess I didn't have I guess I wasn't matching even remotely close, but I'm like, well, I dressed myself. I wasn't on it at that time. That was probably like second or third grade.
Well, I know now that everybody, like most of, I know this because I have a male teenager. Pretty much all of them have the same haircut, which it just looks like a bird's nest is what I call it.
Yeah.
It's just floofy up top. And then, but when I was in elementary / junior high, it was, I don't know how to describe it. Like, think about like not shaved, like bald, but maybe a 1 or 2 on the clippers, like around the side and the back and the side. And it was like this surfy looking cut that every kid had. And then my uniform basically that I wore to school was either a TNC, a Billabong, or something like that t-shirt, and then shorts and socks and shoes. But then in the summer, or in the winter, it was that same exact outfit with a hoodie. That was it.
Yeah.
That was everyone's outfit.
But now it's all bird's nest all the time.
Oh God, it's all bird's nest and kids are wearing sweats to school. And I mean,
or pajama bottoms.
Yes. But I will say that when oh man, I don't even know. I don't know how to say this without sounding cringy, and I don't mean this. I will put this the lightest way I possibly can. Having a daughter and taking her to, dropping her off on occasion or picking her up at junior high and high school. I will say this. I very much recoiled and cringed sometimes at the wardrobe choices of some of her friends.
Mm-hmm.
Where that's where I kind of knew I was officially a dad, where I would look and then I'd just have to like almost look away and then lecture her when she got in the car. Like, that ain't happening. It ain't happening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just
Like,
a no.
if it was up to me, my daughter would wear a poncho, which my mom had. My mom had a poncho. Like, that was her big thing. That was one of her big jackets growing up. She put this brown and green poncho with flared ends, these little, I don't know what you call them, but at the bottom and the collar. I know I'm making my mom sound like she's a Wild West, action star, but these little like brown strips that would be around the collar. I don't know what you call those. And at the bottom of the cloth, brown strips of cloth that would be all the way around. I don't know. Anyways, it was warm. It was warm. It's not warm out here, though, as I'm coming to you from New York City, where we are awaiting the Sacramento Kings. The whole city is locked down right now, I think, because the Kings are coming into town at some point. Big deal. Big deal back east, Jason.
Big storm everywhere.
Big storm. Lots of snow. I like snow in increments. Like, we got some snow, well, a decent amount, but it was snowing Saturday. And I like visiting the snow.
Right.
I like when it's everyone's annoyed with the snow, but when you don't have to drive in it, you don't really have to walk around in it to get anywhere, but you can go outside and just, hey, it's snow. Look, there's snow on my shoulder. Hey, look, I can pick up and make a snowball. It's snow. I love it. I think it's great when you don't ever get snow. It's very I don't know how often you've been in snow, but I'm sure you have. It's very insulated outside when it's snowing. I don't know if that's the right descriptor, but like at night, when it's as quiet as it can be out here, it seems like the sky is very low and things are muffled. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I have never lived in a snowy location. Of course, I've been to the snow, been in the snow, and that's more of the appeal of it to me. It's like, let's go see it. This is different. I don't always get to be a part of it. It's fun to be in it for a week or weekend, a day, and then it's also fun to leave that and be able to be out of it and in what you would deem your regular situation. So
yes,
we are fortunate here. I think it's been, not this weekend, Saturday was great. We had a great sunny day. Sunday a little cooler, but yeah, we are in a different spot compared to what most of the U.S. is going through with that brutal storm.
Well, I was looking at the weather when I come, because I come back Sunday, and Sunday it's supposed to be cloudy and in the low 60s as your high. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, nothing but sunshine, 67, 67,
Ooh.
65. By the way, Campeo asked, currently it's a balmy 22. Balmy 22 here.
Okay.
And winds aren't that bad, but unless you're walking in between buildings, then it's always super windy. But
right,
60s. You know why that's happening, Jason?
Why is that?
Well, because football's coming to an end.
Yep. One more game.
And here we go. Spring training's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Soon, before you know it, it will be baseball and heat. Ugh.
What a wonderful time of year.
The funny thing is I know it's not a bit. I know that you legitimately are looking forward to both those things.
Absolutely. And probably more than anything, and it's already slowly starting to happen, is just being lighter for longer. Like, it's just, I do not like the time of year when it's, it's like 5 o'clock, it's dark. What are we doing? I like it when it's still light at 7, at 8, up till 9 almost. That's great. Let's go.
What is it about extended light that makes you happy?
Well, for you, I'll put it in your terms, more times to play golf, longer day.
Okay,
right? More stuff outside. I like to be outside.
100%.
If it's warmer, more time outside, more time at the pool, more time outdoor activities. Just, let's be amongst the sun. Get that B12 or whatever it is that we get from the sun.
I wish there was a way, like if there was a way, I wish it was this simple, that like I could put one of them PIC lines in my right arm, like in one of my veins, and obviously you'd have to agree to this, but run that to a pick line in your veins. And if it was like you got to sit there for an hour and just get get some Jason Ross in you, just a transfusion. I wish I could get. Really, I am very envious of you. If I could just get a transfusion to where I when I was done, I'd be like, you know what, I am kind of looking forward to baseball, and you know what else? The heat's not that bad actually. It's doable. I can't wait for June and July and August. Because for me, I wish I was a bear. I wish I was the anti-bear and I could just hibernate. Like if we had a much more successful national show where you and I were making just tons of money and had all kinds of power, I would 100% have negotiated in my contract already that June, July, and August. I'm just awesome. I'll leave after the NBA finals. I'll see you for the start of training camp. Come back. That would be a dream, because it's not just that. There's also, summer radio.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your Mount More? And heat and baseball. Baseball, I think honestly, I'm fine with the content. I'm fine with the heat. I think it's the fact that there's baseball, which I hate baseball more now than I did last year. And I shouldn't say I hate baseball. I like baseball less this year than I did last year. And my baseballometer has been steadily sliding down for probably the last 10 years.
Would it pick up if the Dodgers lost?
It would be okay. The Dodgers, okay, and maybe a follow-up would be if the Giants, won.
Mm-hmm.
I think would that here, how would I describe that? I think that would be like, it would be like in July if you have to drive to go see your friend in you have to go yeah, you're on a road trip to go see your friend in what's a good one? There's a town on the border of California and Arizona. What is it, Blythe?
Okay.
I'm just trying to think of some podunk place. And so you got to drive through Stockton and smell the cows. And then you got to drive through the Death Valley area. And then you finally land. Like the whole trip just sucks. But at one point during the trip, you're really hungry and you stop at an In-N-Out and it's like perfect. You like go inside, it's air conditioned. The double animal style is just happening. Even the fries taste good, which is rare with In-N-Out. And then you move on along your way. Like that to me is if the Dodgers lost, that's the stop at In-N-Out. Like it's wonderful in the moment, but it does not make the overall experience good.
So baseball can't save you.
Baseball?
Yeah.
No. No, I hate baseball so much now. I really do. I am beginning to actually physically hate baseball. I hate everything that's going on with the A's.
So you don't want to go to spring training?
No, I do. Badly want to go to spring training. That's fun. But guess what? Here's why I want to go. I mean, we're just peeling the curtain back. I probably shouldn't say this out loud, but you asked and I want to be honest. The reason I want to go to spring training, I would say maybe reason number 8 would be to talk about and cover baseball. The talking to the players is fun. Mm-hmm. That's cool. But no, it's like, okay, number 1, golf. Number 2, the weather. Number 3, the camaraderie. What? The what? No, this time of year there, it's like 70s and 80s.
So golf and weather, all the things I was talking about, was going to be so great when it's getting warmer and sunnier.
I don't have any issues with April.
Well, yeah, but you're immediately going to 115 degrees when I say that. Like if it we're Saturday, for example, here was 60 and sunny and great. That's great. Was starting for months, that's it. There we go. Now, eventually we're going to get to 80, 90, 100 and a little more. I mean, that's a lot. It's hot, but it's also like as we started to cool down, like, ooh, the first time it got to like 70, it was like, ooh, this is nice. Now, I don't want it to get to 40, but it does. And 30, it gets cold. You're immediately going to like July 24th when it's going to be 110?
If I'm being honest, I'm talking about the 5.5 months from let's call it mid-May. Maybe it's 5 months from mid-May to mid-October.
Okay.
I could absolutely do without that, because anything, once it starts getting above 80, like 80 is tolerable. It's fine. But if it's 84 degrees outside, I'm sweating a little.
Yeah.
I don't want to sweat unless I'm playing a sport or exercising. I don't want to be I don't like casual sweat anywhere on my body.
Wasn't that a soap opera?
No, it was a movie with Victoria Jackson. Casual Sweat. Yeah. Lady.
Good pull.
Thank you. You know what? Can I be honest? Thank you. That's actually a really good pull, Jason. I'm really glad you caught it. Anything from mid-May to mid-October. That's the highway to the danger zone, man.
Okay.
I don't mind 70s, high 60s, golf. That's all great. I'm talking,
You like your temperature like you like your music. From the 60s and 70s.
It's 100%. I don't. Yeah, and none of this newfangled crap. But here we are, and we'll enjoy it while we can, because we got a Super Bowl. We've got a Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen, and it's exactly what everyone predicted. So we're going to talk about that. We have Sacramento Kings basketball that happened a couple times while we were gone. We will speak about that and so much more. A lot of things happened over the weekend, everybody. So Jason, Dave, Chris, we're all going to take you through the next 3 hours and 46 minutes. Sit back, relax right here on Sactown Sports.
Download the Sactown Sports app.
Sacramento sports in your pocket. This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Rain on game day doesn't faze Dave. He's already got his poncho. Just needs to do something about those wipers. So Dave heads to AutoZone,
Welcome to AutoZone.
where a friendly AutoZoner helps him get premium quiet wipers and some hand warmers.
You're all set.
Now, if only his team can handle the elements as well as his new wipers. Get wipers, glass cleaner, and more with no hassles, just help at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Big tax changes this year could mean a bigger refund, and Jackson Hewitt knows how to get you your biggest. You'll get $100 just to try us. That won't make you filthy rich, but definitely gas plus groceries rich. And since we know all the new tax codes, you could get thousands back, which would make you low-key loaded. Or at least wealthy adjacent? Go with our trusted pros and get $100 to switch. Rest easy. Jackson Hewitt's got your taxes. Guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients. Participating locations only. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
Hey, this is Greg Papa. Are you working through a major insurance claim? SunPoint Public Adjusters can help. SunPoint prepares, presents, and negotiates your claim with the insurance company, working only for you, making sure you get everything you're entitled to, not what just some adjuster working for an insurance company thinks you should get. Call SunPoint today at 888-247-7865 or contact us at sunpoint.us. SunPoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard in public adjusting.
License number 2N14884.
Progressive knows there are some surprisingly expensive things in life, like rugs. People say a rug would really bring the room together. And sure, you don't know what that means, but it sounds important. Suddenly you're using words like jute and sisal. Then you see the price and lose it, because how can the thing you walk and spill on cost so much? So you devote your life to taking down Big Rug. But then you remember that switching your home and auto to Progressive could save you hundreds. So, looks like Big Rug is safe. For now. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Rain-X wipers are the #1 wiper blades in America. That means all kinds of drivers choose Rain-X. Big drivers in small cars choose Rain-X. Small drivers in big cars choose Rain-X. Drivers with long hair and short commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with short hair and long commutes choose Rain-X. Drivers with pets on board, babies on board, and bored babies on board choose Rain-X. Basically, drivers who love a clear view of the road all choose Rain-X wipers. the #1 wiper blades in America.
Hello, everybody. Talking to Chad Hoblet here of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Chad, what's going on for the Start Something New sales event?
As the new year gets going, getting the family everywhere they need to be can be challenging, but it gets a lot easier when you save up to $8,000 off MSRP on new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokees. They are one of America's favorite SUVs for a reason. It doesn't just get the job done, it gets it done in style.
It's true. The Jeep Grand Cherokee continues to be loved by everyone I know who has one.
It's easily one of the best SUVs on the road today. Whatever you're looking for, Hoblet is the place to go. From new Jeep Grand Cherokees to hundreds of certified pre-owned vehicles at the Hoblet Certified Pre-Owned Supercenter with over 100 vehicles under $30,000.
Time to start something new with Hoblet Dodge in Woodland. Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
8,000 total net savings on select new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L after 2,500 factory rebates and 5,500 dealer discounts. Choose this net savings. VIN number 746-802 and 746-803. See dealer for details.
A Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
Call or text at 916-339-1140
on Sactown Sports.
All right, back here on Sactown Sports. Good morning to everyone. Jason Ross, Carmichael Dave, Chris Verlaud. We take you till 10. No Matt Barrows today. That's it. We said our goodbyes last week, the end of the 49ers season. We thank him for joining us each and every football season as he's done for many and many and many Niner seasons. But it wasn't about the Niners this weekend. It was about the NFC Championship game, the AFC Championship game, and now we have our Super Bowl, which we'll be talking about a little bit later. And now we have Carmichael Dave back with us, I think.
Yes, sorry.
No worries.
The door that's never locked was locked.
Fell for the old locked door trick.
You got to hit a code to get in. I have it written down somewhere. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Just had to go down the long way, which was
you took the long way
two
home?
flights of stairs. Yeah, I took the long way home. That's a Super Tramp shot.
Yes.
Well, yeah. Well done. I had to go down 2 flights of stairs, go up 2 flights of stairs, all at a running pace. So, hey, good morning, everybody, and thank you for joining us. There was a Kings game last night, Jason Ross. I don't know if you were aware. How does that work when you get early Kings games like that? Like it better?
Yeah. Yesterday, right? I don't even know if this was an issue. I was actually more intrigued by the NFC Championship game, but it kicked off the exact same time as the AFC title game. So here in studio I was watching both, but early basketball, it was 11:30 pregame, 12 o'clock here, tip off. So it was early.
Yeah. And then, got to be honest, I was watching it and looked pretty good early.
Yeah. You want to hear how it sounded?
Yeah, I'd love to hear how it sounded.
Well, let's hear how it sounded because obviously before the game we found out about Zach LaVine being out. So Nick Clifford would get the start, and Nick did some good things.
Starts to move right, goes left, feet to the corner. Clifford's open, rainbow. He's got the bucket. Nick Clifford in the start. Now has himself 8 points on 3 of 4 shooting.
More. Dave, we need him to be more aggressive, and I think the last couple games he's been that.
He has been more aggressive, and we've talked about it before. This hasn't been an amazing year numerically for him, and of course it's way too early to tell, but you've said it many times, we see the potential. Mm-hmm. It's just, are we dealing with kind of a early Keegan thing? I'm not entirely sure, but there was the aggression yesterday.
Yeah, and so the Kings got him in the lineup, saw that, and we're getting some production. Actually, we're leading the very talented Detroit Pistons, but by the end of the quarter, Tobias Harris would tie it.
7 seconds to go in the first quarter. Cunningham's going to be the man. He drives to the left, almost lost his footing, gets it to Harris to beat the buzzer, and he does. Tobias Harris knocks down the 3 as time expired. He got rid of it just in the nick of time. They'll probably review it during this quarter break. But after 1, the score is tied at 35.
Yeah, second straight game on the road, the Kings after 1 quarter, tied at 35, whatever that's worth. We go to the second quarter and still starting and still putting up points as he's done in his Hall of Fame career. Let's hear from Russell Westbrook.
Out to Schroeder. Schroeder curls hard to the right, gets in the lane, feeds it to the wing to Westbrook. 3 on the clock. Step back, force 3, and he scores the triple. Russell Westbrook knocking down the 3 under duress to make it 52-45.
Under duress.
Yeah, who's Duress? Jonathan Duress?
No, this is the twin brother Derrick.
Derrick. Hey, also, I was thinking, watching Tobias Harris. What is his comp? And what I mean by that is, like, wasn't Tobias Harris like this dead weight expiring contract on the Sixers like 10 years ago, it seems, and he's starting and playing good minutes on the best to second best team in the East, depending on who you talk to. I was trying to think, like, who is the historical comp to Tobias Harris, and I'm having a hard time with it.
Well, it's funny that you say that. As you said it, I didn't have one off the top of my head, but then I go, wait, could Zach LaVine be that? Like, are we in the untradeable part of where Tobias Harris was when everyone was like, oh, I don't want that contract. And then now, when it's a better contract and he's doing great on a good team, it's like, hey, he's actually a pretty good player. Yeah, he always was.
I think
are we in the
I think you're on the right track. Yeah. I do. I think I think there's little slivers of Rudy Gay in it.
Mm-hmm.
Just a really talented guy that always seems to either, if he ain't on the outs, he's not necessarily on the, but hey, look, man, he's found good for Tobias Harris, man.
Yeah, lived on the right side of the contracts, right, so far, and now producing on a very good team that he's a part of, and by the end of the half, that Pistons offense just couldn't be stopped.
10 seconds to go. Now they'll balance the floor, play for the final shot. Cunningham's going to be the man. He digs into a double team, turns, launches, scores. 1.5 seconds remaining. He's a one-man wrecking crew. Here's a desperation heave by Nick Clifford that is off target to end the first half of play.
So you score 65 on the road against the 1 seed. That's pretty good, Dave, but they gave up 78 to the Pistons at the half. 78.
Let me tell you something. That is not one of the pillars.
No. That fell off the pillar tree.
A little research for you, real quick. Michael Jordan's career earnings in the NBA, this is just NBA earnings, contract, $97.3 million. So far, we're still counting. This is actually as of mid-2024. Tobias Harris's career earnings are over $300 million.
Wow. That seems right, doesn't it? Explain that to someone.
Is he 3 times the player, Michael?
Well,
no.
Clearly the money suggests he is.
It's an argument. All right. Okay.
All right. So the third quarter didn't get much better for the Kings. The fourth quarter was just kind of playing things out, but you could still find a highlight in a blowout.
Surprisingly good crowd here at Little Caesars Arena, considering the weather conditions. Oh, hammer time. Malik Monk with a vicious rip coming from the left baseline. That was super spectacular. Even Detroit fans appreciative of that effort and explosive move to the rim by Malik, who now has 19 points.
Yeah, 19 for Malik, and then really the only thing that was left in this game was this weird situation.
On the right wing to Ellis. Ellis is all but mugged here by Holland. Oh, Holland just turned and shoved Keon Ellis to the floor, and he has been ejected. Whoa. Keon gets a helping hand as Kings security assistant coaches head on the floor. J.B. Bickerstaff is now totally irritated. Vitaly Potapko, the Ukraine train from his playing days in the NBA as an assistant coach. He's a big body. He was out there.
Remember the Ukraine train?
Ukraine train.
Yes.
Yeah. Chippy once again. Ron Holland. There's no place for that in this league, Ron. You're out.
Right.
You're gone.
Dunzo.
Done. Lifetime ban.
Yeah. So there was that situation, which I'm sure we'll talk about a little bit later, and then the inevitable, the end of the game.
Pistons have to take it into the front court, and they will just let the final seconds tick away. Final score in Detroit, 139-116. Pistons get the 2-game sweep over Sacramento. They did it with 136 points to win by 9 in Sacramento right before Christmas. Today, they add a couple of more points, and they win this one going away.
Yep, so another loss, swept by the Pistons, 139-116 was the final yesterday, Dave.
Look, I don't know him personally, and I don't want this to be a thing. It's just, I totally admit, it's just, what do you call it when someone's just mad to be mad? Whatever. It's just me being whiny. The Pistons PA guy is my least favorite PA guy by a mile.
Describe it.
And it's so on one hand, here's my prosecution is like, dude, how bad do you have to be as a fan base to where this guy is like constantly just on that mic yelling and screaming and this and let's go and defend all that stuff. And, you know, the Detroit basketball, that's fine. I mean, that's a gimmick, whatever. And it just annoys me anytime I listen. It absolutely annoys me. So that's prosecution. The defense, if I'm being perfectly honest, I'm like, well, I don't know. I really love Scott Moak. He does some of that stuff, but he's not the same. Like right. Scott, I feel like is more deft with his touch and gets in where he fits in. Whereas this guy's just super overbearing, but they must love him in Detroit because he's been there for a long time.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And I got to believe you're right. If that was here, maybe we would be more into it, but there are some subtleties in the differences between the two for sure.
Maybe he's the Vlade Divac or Draymond Green of PA announcers. When they're on your team, you love them. When they are not, you hate them. Just like we hated the second quarter.
That's right. That's right.
So we will we'll take a break. There is some news. We'll get into the NFL obviously later, but some news over the weekend that Phillip Rivers went from being a grandpa on his couch to starting quarterback for the Colts and then being interviewed for the Buffalo Bills head coaching job. That came out over the weekend. Well, about an hour ago, it came out that he has pulled out of the Bills head coaching sweepstakes, and there is 100% a great joke there.
That's new for him.
I was just going to say, let it sit. Don't even need to bring the hammer down, but Chris piped in. Maybe the first time for Phil ever on that front. But congratulations, Phillip Rivers. We'll take a break when we return. All right, some NFL news. Obviously, we'll get to the AFC and NFC championships at 7:28 and 7:43, respectively. Kings Rewind at 8. We got 3 for Madness to lead off 7 a.m., including the retirement jersey for Derrick Rose, one of the great what-ifs, perhaps, of all time. But when we return, a legendary coaching position has been filled. But what does it mean? We'll talk to you about it right after this word from Gonzalez Law right here on Sactown Sports.
Stay up to date on Sacramento sports. Join the Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter. Visit SactownSports.com.
That's right. Here's that word from Gonzalez Law. Jason Ross here to tell you about Jonathan Gonzalez, a lawyer that's here, downtown Sacramento. He is local. He's one of us. Good guy. He's good at his job. I've had a chance to meet him several times, and if you need representation, this is the office, and this is the person you need to contact. SacLegalDefense.com, 916-304-9187. And he'll be able to help you if you're looking for that representation for whatever the needs may be, whether you've been involved in an auto accident, maybe it's been in a sexual harassment case, wrongful termination case, you need criminal defense. There's lots of reasons why you might need some assistance and you might need some help. Well, how about someone who's good at their job, can help you and get your life going right back on track, especially if it's something you've done before that you'd like removed from your record. He can do that. He specializes in that. That's called an expungement. Get that thing off your record, get your life back in order, and get your rights back. Again, there's lots of areas of expertise that he has, lots of areas that he can help you. No case is too big or too small. He offers free and confidential case evaluations. There's lots of areas of help. Again, contact him, Jonathan Gonzalez, Gonzalez Law, SacLegalDefense.com, 916-304-9187.
All Americans should do what they can to prepare for the future. Donald Trump Jr. here with an important message. More and more Americans are looking for ways to diversify their hard-earned money, and gold is the perfect solution. For example, a gold IRA from my trusted friends at the Birch Gold Group lets you diversify your IRA or 401k into physical gold with zero taxes and zero penalties. You stay in control with a tangible asset that's held value for thousands of years. And right now, Birch Gold is offering a free info kit to help you understand how it works. Just text the word SECURE, SECURE, to 989898. There's no pressure, no obligation, just the facts. You can't predict the future, but you can be prepared, but only if you educate yourself. So take that first step right now. Text SECURE to the number 989898 today. That's SECURE to 989898.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
on Sactown Sports.
This has been making it around the websites and the Twitters and the Facebooks. The NFL in September, right when the season started, they put out a graphic September 4th, and it said 32 teams with February dreams. We're so back. And in the background is the Vince Lombardi Trophy, the Golden Gate Bridge, Levi Stadium, the number of the Super Bowl, all that stuff. And the jersey front and center is Saquon Barkley. And then in front of him, you got Brock Purdy, J.J. Watt, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow. If you zoom and you look at, so think about it. These guys are the closest to the camera that's taking this fake photo. But if you look at the guys furthest away, but what would be in the front of this group of about 30 football players, closest to the Lombardi Trophy, it's Sam Darnold and Drake May. And I don't know, man. Are we living in a simulation? Probably. But my goodness, Jason Ross. Is that a coincidence?
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I'll go with yeah. I mean, because I don't know, if Pittsburgh got there and the Niners, would people go, well, look who's on the front? J.J. Watt and Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of teams there, a lot of choices.
But they couldn't be in the middle, on the sides.
But then you say you had to zoom in and it's by the trophy. I mean, yeah, sure. That's where they happen to be.
You probably don't even believe in ghosts. It's all right. I don't either. Also, be glad you live where you live. Currently, Jason, in our favorite city, it is 72 degrees. I shouldn't say currently. This was, how long ago was this? This was yesterday. It was 72 degrees in New Orleans. Wow. And you're aware of that, that neck of the woods. So you'll know, and many others will understand this too. It was 72 degrees in New Orleans. It was 24 degrees in Baton Rouge.
Oh.
Go get there and get the ball there.
At the exact same time it was, and they're what, 2 hours apart?
No, it's an hour. I don't understand that, actually. That's really
72,
weird.
72 degrees in New Orleans and in the 20s in Baton Rouge. I'll send it to you, man. It's real because it's on the internet and it looks like a real weather report. So obviously I'll do more research because you've really given me that look.
Yeah.
That's okay. Seasons in NFL history, the both conference championship games were decided by 4 or fewer points. 2011, 2021, and 2025. That's it. That's the whole list.
Oh.
And we had the 10-7 and 31-27 yesterday. Jason, Sam Darnold will be amongst how many USC quarterbacks that will be starting in the Super Bowl? That have ever started in the Super Bowl? He joins a list of How many?
Him.
USC has had 26 quarterbacks selected in the NFL draft, the most of any school, and somehow Sam
Dave
Darnold
loves LA. Dave loves it.
will be the first one to start a Super Bowl. Well done, Jason Ross. Along the way,
Daddy.
Sam Darnold, by the way, she had a reading date over the weekend. Maybe we'll get into that later.
What?
This guy that she's just starting to, yeah, I know. And they met in the library to study.
Set the
It was like
screen.
Wait.
An official thing.
We're 48 minutes into a show, and this is the first time you bring that up? You are not okay with this.
Not only am I not okay with it, but I have to balance between my daughter, who is incredibly excited to tell me every aspect, to ask me advice. What would you do? What should I do? What happens next? Oh, she is involving me in more than her mother. Thanks, Chris. And I have to toe the line between just killing myself softly. I would rather watch my parents in a passionate embrace than listen to a word of what she's telling me. But also, I have to respect that she's telling me, and I would rather her. I think I'd rather her tell me than not know.
Daddy, I need your help.
Daddy, I want you to give me advice for things that are going to absolutely crush your soul permanently. All right, can we get back to Sam Darnold, please? Thanks.
All right, if you want.
Oh, along the way, I do. 500,000. When it's something in my personal life, I'm very hesitant to share. Then you know it's really bad because that pretty much doesn't exist. 500 grand for passing 4,000 or more yards for Sam Darnold. 500 grand for having a completion percentage rate above 67.5. 500 grand for having a top 10 offense. 500 grand for a playoff berth. 500 grand for a divisional round win. 500 grand for a conference championship win. I don't know what his Super Bowl bonus will be, but he's already clocked an extra $3 million. So
good work,
you,
Samo.
Sam. Nice job, Sammed Arnold. You want to go to the Super Bowl? Cool, no problem. Cheapest ticket currently $5,757.
Yeah, take 4.
The Patriots, just throwing some stuff out here for you guys. The fewest points scored in the wild card divisional and conference championship games en route to a Super Bowl appearance. The 2007 Giants had 68. The 2000 Ravens had 61. The 2025 Patriots have scored 54 points.
Wow.
Just cancel that out of my what's not.
Oh, well, hey, sorry. There's a lot out there. You want some fun facts? Sure, why not? This is one of those. Jason will call it a coincidence. That's fine. How many letters in the Seahawks and Patriots? 8. Did they play in Super Bowl 49? They did.
Whoa.
Yeah. Both of them did, actually.
And you're trying to say that that's just going to happen?
How about this? Their regular season records, both 14-3. Their coaches' names are both Michael, which, by the way, I think is the third time in Super Bowl history coaches have faced off with the first name, and all 3 have been Michael.
Pretty rare name as well.
Pretty what?
Pretty rare name.
Mm-hmm. That's what I hear.
Michael Vrabel.
Yeah, Michael Vrabel. Mike Vrabel's far better. Both logos are looking to the right. Only one eye is showing in each logo. Each logo has blue. Each logo has gray. This is actually the only one of these that isn't totally stupid. The westernmost and easternmost NFL teams will be facing off.
Again.
How about that? 339-1140.
You going to be able to do the rest of the show, Jason?
I'll see.
Drake May has 140 rushing yards in 3 games in the playoffs career. That's 7 more than Tom Brady has had in 48 games. 140 for Drake and 133 for Tom.
And his last name is the name of the month after the NFL draft.
Oh, I'm like, Darnold? Okay, we were talking about Drake. Okay, I got you. I'd already moved on to Sam Darnold. Sorry. That's why. I'm not making this up, and I want to say this, and some of you will already know this. Chris probably does, but many of you will. I'm hoping Jason doesn't. Are you aware of Sam Darnold's grandpa?
Oh, I have heard this, but I'm not remembering right now, actually.
His grandfather was a model for magazine ads for Marlboro cigarettes. His name was Dick Hammer.
Then no, I was not aware of that.
Okay. Sam Darnold's grandpa's name is Dick Hammer. And he was is it possible to be more macho than be Dick Hammer, the Marlboro model in the 70s? All I thought when I heard that name is, what if he was in the military where they have to do last name first?
More famous in like the family lineage between those
Dick
two.
Hammer or Sam Darnold?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Sam, for sure. He's starting a Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
I never heard of Dick Hammer before yesterday. I mean, not the model.
But you weren't around in like peak 70s.
Okay. Chris, this is where you say you were, Jason. Jeez, come on, man. Sleeping.
Wow. You said it.
I wasn't, but I know a lot of things from peak 70s. Like, I know how to sing the 3-2-1 contact theme, but I've never heard of Dick Hammer.
You do? How's it go?
Contact, it's the reason and the answer for everything that happens. Contact. Let's make contact. 3, 2, 1. Contact. Come on. Okay. Remember that in the Electric Company?
I don't.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
In Robert Kraft's 32 seasons owning the Patriots, the team has won a league-leading 11 conference championships, and he has done so with 3 different coach and quarterback combinations. There are still 4 NFL teams that have never made it to a Super Bowl. I'm going to make a statement, and I want you to refute it for me. Robert Kraft is the best owner in American sports. And by the way, I'm talking about like on the field, you know.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, I'm just saying, like, you don't have to say you like him personally.
Oh, right.
You know, or whatever. Not speaking to his persona.
I mean,
like, I think he is. And I think
definitely
the whole Bill Belichick's a fraud is getting more momentum.
Nah, that's too far.
Sucked, resigned with the Jets before he stepped on the floor, sucked with the Browns, sucked with the Patriots after Brady, retired in disgrace, went to North Carolina. It's a circus there. Meanwhile, Tom Brady left the clutches of Bill Belichick and won a Super Bowl like a year later. The Patriots escaped Bill Belichick without Tom Brady, and they're going back to the Super Bowl.
I think the North Carolina one's unfair. Can I say that? It's a circus. You were right on that. But, I mean, year one of Dion was what? 2 wins, 3 wins? Like, then it got a lot. I mean, like, you got to give him – it's the first year there. Did we think national championship?
No, and I think you're right. I would say this.
Like, people are putting that in there like, oh, he's a terrible college coach.
Right.
He may be. Can we give him more than 1 season?
I think also his personal life isn't helping.
Oh, of course not. Yeah. Of course not.
Mike McCarthy, as we break here, is the new head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. He is the first coach, at least out of the last 3, that was not in his 30s when hired, so this is a little bit different. I'm not saying this is the right take, but the most interesting take I think I saw all weekend online when it was announced that Mike McCarthy was going to be the new coach at Pittsburgh. Somebody said, that's like crapping your pants and then changing your shirt.
Throwing away your socks.
Goodbye, socks.
Goodbye, socks. We'll take a break. I thought that was very colorful.
It's colorful.
When we come back, Three for madness. Derrick Rose had his jersey retired. John Morant and Giannis amongst the injuries out there. And we will talk about the Super Bowl coming up, but more importantly, the season to date. It's David, Jason, and Chris. We're right back after this.
This is Bill Cartwright. Join us Thursday, February 5th at the Golden One Center for the Sacramento Sports Hall of Fame celebration.
This is the story of the One. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Never have I ever called my sister from the finish line of my first marathon.
Hello?
You won't believe where I am.
Are you running?
Mile 26. I'm gonna make it.
Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e with its advanced camera system on us. Plus, 2 lines for just $30 a line.
Guys, I can't believe it.
I knew you could do it, babe.
That was amazing. Mom, how do you feel? I feel great. I can't feel my feet. Let's take a picture. And then you may carry me to the car.
Share every stride, every mile, every memory on America's best network. Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e on us and 2 lines for just $30 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 2 eligible port-ins on Essentials 55 Plus for well-qualified customers with autopay, plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 128 gigabytes, $599.99 required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H 2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Celebrate the new year in style with a new Honda from Stockton Honda. Whether you're shopping new or pre-owned, Stockton Honda has the selection and savings. With new Hondas in stock and ready to go, now is the time to save on your favorite Honda in person or online. CR-V, HR-V, Pilot, Accord, Civic, and Ridgeline. It's a new year with endless possibilities. Get the deals that make it easy to say yes. Upgrade and save today at Stockton Honda.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
If you're serious about your golf game, then you need to know about Total Game Fitting at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Whether it's the TrackMan-powered player performance studio for your best fit clubs, or the cutting-edge technology putter fitting studio, or the free Ballnamic ball fitter and 3D foot scanner, the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop offers you total game fitting from head to toe with equipment and apparel. Find your advantage at the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop with the latest offering of new golf products in Northern California. Fulton Avenue at the Cap City Freeway.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports 1140.
3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
Alrighty, yo. Welcome back. AFC, NFC Championship recaps coming up, complete with audio and everything, plus maybe analysis at 7, 28, and 43. In the meantime, 3 for Madness, question 1.
Derrick Rose had his jersey retired in Chicago. Is he one of the all-time what-ifs?
I think so. I do. He will be the only NBA player, non-active, obviously, the only NBA MVP to not make the Hall of Fame. I think it's safe to say he won't make the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Every other MVP has, except for the ones still playing, and they almost certainly will. I looked at the list earlier. I can't see an MVP that's active that won't be a future Hall of Famer. I do, and I don't think he gets put into really, when we talk about what ifs, Jason, we talk about, Bo Jackson's probably number one. We talk a lot about even Brandon Roy, I think gets more note than that. But Derrick Rose was the MVP of the league. I want to say, let me see here. He was MVP in 2011. So that he was MVP at 23 years old. And then just injuries destroyed his career. I think how do I say this? He's one of the most underrated, if not the most underrated what if in American sports.
Yeah, I think on the individual level, I think he is. I would look at, you mentioned Bo Jackson. Len Bias, I think, will always be one.
Absolutely.
And then there's more like team or, like breakups, like Shaq and Kobe. Like, I don't know what would have happened if they didn't get separated there, what that would have looked like. But I think about Derrick Rose, where he was, how his career was going. I mean, there's still some debate on whether or not he should have won that MVP, but he did. That doesn't really matter anymore. And then he still ended up having a career. It wasn't like he was a bust, but it's kind of to your point, like all the other MVPs have been Hall of Famers, and he was so athletic, so explosive, and it was such a long comeback for him, and then he still carved out a nice career after that, but just not the same.
Grant Hill, we talk about that all the time, obviously. Penny Hardaway doesn't get mentioned a lot because he had some years, but he also got really banged up, and that dude was darn near triple-double every other game at one point. The funny thing is, because I know what if is a very broad topic, but one of my favorite what ifs is always what if Drew Bledsoe didn't get hurt in that game?
Yeah.
I'd like to think that Tom Brady would have eventually found his way in there, but the Patriots were mildly successful under Bledsoe. So if he does not get hurt in that game, like, are we waiting another 2, 3, 4, 5 years while Brady's a backup and then maybe catches on with another team? Nobody was thinking about Tom Brady. I really do think about that a lot.
Maybe it doesn't happen. I mean, maybe the same even here with the injuries to Lance and Garoppolo. Does it get Brock Purdy? Now, we're not at the same level of what Brady did yet, but obviously. But there's a lot of those. And then I was thinking about one that I don't know if it's going to land in the total what if, but because they've already had. Do you think Anthony Davis is going to be a Hall of Famer?
I think so, because I do. I've and the reason I'm answering it like this is because I've actually thought a lot about this. He's got a ring.
A lot of awards.
He's put together a very, very long career.
But he's a what if still to me.
Oh yeah, I know. I could not agree with you more. I think he'll be a what if Hall of Famer. Like a 10-time All-Star, 4-time NBA All-First Team, MVP of the All-Star game, 3-time defensive first, 2 times second, led the league in blocks 3 times. And he won a championship, right? When I'm tripping. Yeah. Did he win he didn't win a college. Did he win a college national championship?
Yeah, I think he did with Kentucky.
So 100%, I think, first ballot Hall of Famer. And yes, I agree with you, is still absolutely a what if. If Anthony Davis averaged 70 games a season, I think we'd be talking about him as one of the all-time, I don't know. I mean, we're not talking Bill Russell and stuff, but, well, I don't know. Maybe he's sniffing around Ewing and Hakeem and, that level, maybe even a Tim Duncan, who I think is kind of a level above. Yeah, I do. You're right. That's a great point. Anthony Davis, maybe, by the way, maybe shave the eyebrow.
Maybe it's time.
Have we thought about maybe that's throwing his balance off?
We've thought about it. Has he thought about it?
Good point right there. Question 2, please.
Question 2.
Both Ja Morant and Giannis are out for a while. Do either get traded this year?
The funny thing is, Jason, I don't know how much their injuries affect whether or not they get traded. Is any team that would trade for Giannis Antetokounmpo, is there any team out there that's like, well, this was our offer?
Yeah.
We're going to have to drop a pick or two. I don't, and I think it was less about Ja and more about, okay, yeah, we'll do this, but it's more about his contract and fitting it in and what could happen. Maybe Ja gets affected a little bit. Either way, I don't think either of them get traded this year. And honestly, it looked like Ja was on his way to at least temporarily reconciling in Memphis, talking about how he wanted to be there. And then I think in Giannis's case, and I started this in my head 2 or 3 years ago, I think Giannis is like the NBA's Aaron Rodgers. Like, remember, like we would hear is this Aaron Rodgers last year in Green Bay? And that's starting to like year 4. and then it was until it wasn't. I think Giannis will play somewhere else in his career. I don't know when the hell it's going to be, and I wish they'd shut up about it.
Yeah, I think particularly about Giannis, I think he's probably a little torn. I don't think he wants to be the bad guy. I think he would like it to work in Milwaukee. I think perfect world is a little bit like when we talked about with De'Aaron Fox. I think we've gone through it 100 times about how Fox wanted it to work here, wanted to be here, wanted to be a winner here. And then it got to the point where, like, look, there's so many things that have gone on behind the scenes that I've had to take some bullets for. And, yeah, it's just time. It's time for me to go. Giannis is getting closer to that spot if he's not already there, and then also to the realization that they probably aren't going to be good enough while he's there and the way he's got the contract and the other contracts that are around him to win. And so what does he want? Does he want to have more opportunities to win a championship, or does he want to play out his career in Milwaukee? And at some point, I think he'll opt for I'd rather take a chance somewhere else. So I don't know if that's going to happen this year. And on the injury part of it, I don't think that affects anybody, to your point, Dave. Yeah, if the Kings were interested in either Ja Morant or Giannis and felt like they had a deal that could get either one of them, I wouldn't be swayed by the injury. Now, that's a bad example with the Kings because I don't think they're even going down the road with those two. But, yeah, if you're injured and you want those guys, go get them.
Yeah, no one's lowering their offer.
Right.
I don't think for either of those, but tough to move either one anyways.
Yes.
All right. Question 3, please.
3.
The Super Bowl is now set. Grade the season to date.
I think it's been a pretty exciting season. I do. I'm trying not to be biased here because my team's out of it, but they had a decent year. And whether you're a Niner fan and you made it to where they made it, or you're a Raider fan and you're excited about the number 1 pick, and as a matter of fact, it's funny. I had a really good discussion. Believe it or not, I have Raider fan friends. And so honestly, like half of my fun that I have on the air about the Raiders is directed at them. We had a really good discussion on which fan base has more to be excited about. Like if you were coming, like if you were looking at the perspective of each fan base, and the funny thing is, we switched the sides. I was actually making the argument. I was saying, look, I think you can make a really good argument. Raider fan has more to be excited about. I said, let's start with this. Let's start with expectation. I'm not being a wise guy here. Like, there's no expectations with Raider fans. They've sucked for a very long time with breaks of sucking. And speaking of breaks, they don't suck, and Derrick Carr breaks his leg against Houston. Like, they've dealt with suckitude for a while now. The 49ers, they were in a Super Bowl a few years ago. They're Super Bowl contenders every year. They're in the playoffs. They're this, they're that. They had the occasional bad year, but for the most part, I would say over the last 15, 16 years, they've either been Super Bowl heavy or Super Bowl contenders or contender adjacent. So that comes with expectation. That comes with pressure. If the Raiders lose in the first round of the playoffs next year, it's all about, like, we're building. Like, right. There's a future here. What a ride. What a roller coaster. Like, proud of this team. Can't wait for next year to start. If the 49ers lose in the first round of the playoffs next year, it's, oh, my God. I mean, that's at some point you got to move on from Kyle Shanahan. Is it the power station? Trade Kittle, trade Bosa. Like, it's a different ball game. So that's number 1. Number 2, the 49ers are aging out. They are expensive. They are old. They're talented. Right now, they are very much more talented than the Raiders. On paper right now, the 49ers are very much more talented than the Raiders. But the Raiders have a young, smart, I think, general manager. You got Tom Brady in there helping to call the shots. It appears that Mark Davis, who's been the lasso around their neck for years and years and years, has stepped back. You have the number 1 pick in the draft. You have great draft capital. It sounds like they're going to trade Max Crosby. You're going to get whatever it is out of that. You have the guys like Bowers and Mayer and Genty, and you're going to get a new coach. you have a great chance it's changing the culture. You have to follow through with that. But I don't know, Jason. I actually think there's a really good argument that Raider fan has more to be excited about.
I guess the bar is just so much lower, so I could see that in the expectations, to your point. But I would rather be the Niners. I just trust what they've done. I know the age part is a factor. They've got to kind of retool this team, and they don't have to do it in one off season because you still want some of those veterans to keep moving this team forward. But the Raiders are just, I mean, when you're dead last, when you have kind of been near the bottom for a long time, they don't have a franchise quarterback. There's a lot of things they're still looking for, but that's what they're trying to do. As far as the question on the grading the season, I think it's been a fun season. The NFL always gets it right. I don't know how it's different. I think my grade to it would be, it would be a high grade, an A or a B, and I like that it's different, Dave. I think the predictability of the NFL to me has been rely on some of the best quarterbacks, and you're going to find the best quarterbacks at the end of this whole thing. Well, Drake May's had a great year, and we shouldn't really be that surprised that it's a 1 seed versus a 2 seed in the Super Bowl. But the fact that it's Sam Darnold versus Drake May does not sound like what we are used to in a Super Bowl. And I'm all right with that. I mean, Sam Darnold yesterday I thought had one of his best games, and myself included, I was not a believer in Sam Darnold. I thought if you get him in a close game, this is what I wanted the Niners to do, to wait for him to make the big mistake. I was waiting for it yesterday. It didn't happen, and all credit to Sam Darnold. Now, for Drake May, he's new at this. He's got a good team around him, and they found a way to win, and they did that more times than not, and they still have the weirdest loss of the year probably, opening up the year losing to the Raiders, and since then, they've lost 2 games. That's it. They've been great all year long. So I think it's going to be a different Super Bowl than I know that I expected before the year, but I think that's also what makes the NFL so great. It's not predictable each and every week.
What an idiot. You don't have the Patriots and Seahawks in the Super Bowl?
Just totally missed on that one.
Chris, if you have time, pull the tape where I guaranteed that it would be the Patriots and Seahawks, which, by the way, I didn't think was a big prediction.
Yeah.
Here's how crazy it is.
He's searching.
He's searching.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I can say this with relative certainty. Here's how crazy awesome the NFL is with this. There are 6 divisions in the sport. At minimum, 4 of the 6 division winners. Are there 8? Am I stupid? I mean, we know I'm stupid, but hold on here.
But you did pick New England, Seattle.
I 100% did. Oh, this is even better. You're right. There are 8. I just am dumb. There are 8 divisions in the NFL. At minimum, 6 of the 8, you could argue 7 of 8, are either surprises or shockers to win that division. I'll take you through, and I want you to put yourself in a spot where you're thinking about what you would have predicted at the beginning of the year. Jason Ross, would you have predicted the New England Patriots to win the KFC East?
No.
Would you classify that, especially after, would they go 4-13 or 3-5? We can classify that as a shock, right? Like it is a shock that the Patriots won that, the Bills didn't. Okay. Would you have picked the Pittsburgh Steelers to win the AFC North over the Ravens or the Bengals?
I don't think that one's crazy.
So I think that's a surprise. So I would have picked I probably would have gone Ravens, Bengals, and said something. I'm sure we did actually. Never count out the Steelers. Mike Tomlin never finished below 5. But I don't think either of us picked the Steelers. I want to say we would have either picked the Ravens or Bengals. I can't remember. So for me, that's a surprise.
Okay.
Another one I would label a surprise, not a shock, but still pretty sure we were all picking the Texans to win the AFC South, right?
Right.
So there's that. And by the way, the Colts look like the best team in football for half the season. I was shocked that the Broncos won the AFC West. Not discounting what we saw of them last year, but if you'd have told me the Chiefs weren't winning it, and I would have told you the Chiefs are winning it, if you'd have told me the Chiefs weren't winning it, I'd have said it was the Chargers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, I guess shocked wouldn't be it, but I think it would be because I think they were 10-7 the year before, and they were a good team. But the fact they were 14-3, the 1 seed, and won that very good division, I mean, I was surprised, not shocked.
I would say the one that pretty much most everybody got right, maybe not, but I think the least surprising divisional win was Philly, right?
Correct.
The defending Super Bowl champs. Okay. Anyone have the Bears finishing over the Packers, Vikings, and Lions?
I did not.
Now, there was one point, and I'll tell you exactly where it is because, again, we're big on accountability here. Let me see. It was after, I think they had, I could be wrong here, I think they had beaten the Giants and then won in Minnesota. And I want to say one of our 3 for Madness questions was something like, where are the Bears going to finish in their division? And my answer was, well, they're playing the Steelers, Eagles, Packers, Browns, Packers, Niners, Lions. And I think I said, as much as I love what the Bears are doing, as much as I picked them as my pick to click before the year to have a turnaround, I think it's more likely for them to miss the playoffs than it is for them to win their division.
Yeah.
And LOL, Carmichael Dave. So I think the Bears, that is a shock. The Panthers, I'm going to go with a shock for 25, Jason. Just didn't have them over the Bucks or whoever, but then again, that whole division's stupid. And then I would have picked the Niners or Rams before the Seahawks. Yeah. It would have been close. It would have been close. We knew the Seahawks would be good, but I didn't have them in the Super Bowl.
And I think that's what makes, again, each and every Sunday great, the postseason great, and now we're here to the Super Bowl. Even, I mean, obviously, if you're a Seahawks fan or you're a Patriots fan, you're elated. Maybe as a Niner fan, you're rooting against Seattle. There could be reasons to root for the other team, but if you have no connections to either one, I think this makes it for an interesting Super Bowl.
From a 49er fan and a human being point of view, I really am really struggling with who to root for in the Super Bowl. This might be the toughest non-49er Super Bowl I've ever dealt with when it comes to who to root for. Do I?
Wait, can I take you back 1 year, though? Weren't you feeling this way for the Chiefs because you didn't want them because they had beaten the Niners before and the Eagles?
I didn't really, for that one, I really didn't care because they're both dumb.
Oh, they're dumb.
And they're dumb, and I don't really, it's like, I'm done with the Chiefs, also Philly fan, barf.
Okay.
This is a whole different animal. Because if Seattle wins, that means that I believe our bigger divisional rival. So, like, the LA Rams is a bigger thing, of course, historically, so old people be quiet. I understand. LA Rams is traditionally the Niners' biggest rival, but since, over the last 15, 20 years, it's the Seahawks, and there's been more. Those teams hate each other. I think most of the hatred of the Rams is just because it's historical and we all hate LA. I hate it. But
Dave loves LA. Dave loves it.
No, hates it.
Oh.
But I think Seattle is like, I feel stronger hateful emotions for Seattle. And on top of that, do I really want Seattle? Do I really want Seattle celebrating in the 49ers locker room on the 49ers field? Right, exactly. Like,
so then why aren't you rooting for New England?
Because Boston fan is a turd.
So it's about Boston fan.
Yeah, so on one hand, I have football reasons to be rooting against the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
From a Boston point of view, I cannot stand stupid Boston fans. I acknowledge they are in the new millennium. It's not close. They're the best, most successful sports town.
Yeah, they've had it very, very nice here.
And so you have, since Brady started the whole thing at the turn of the millennium, you legitimately have teenagers and early 20s people who think this is how they've known nothing but success. And then every single one of us has a friend or friends or people we work with or used to work with that are Boston fans. And they're just like, as sports fans, they're the worst. They're the worst. Like, honestly, they're actually worse than LA fans. And I'll tell you, that's coming. No, they are. I'll tell you why, dude. Because LA fans don't know a lot and they don't care as much. So you hear them trying to talk garbage and you're like, you just want to pat them on the, okay, LA fan, like, you're gross, but you're also kind of cute and how gross you are and stupid. You leave and you leave. Dude, Boston fans know a ton. They're diehard. They don't leave early. They're committed. They're passionate, but they're also the most obnoxious ding-dongs in all of American sport.
So they're worse than LA fans because they're better fans than LA fans.
No, I didn't say they're better fans. Now, I would say they're more committed. They're more knowledgeable.
So a fan base that watches their team and cares about their team when they're good or bad is worse than a fan base
Chris,
that only likes them.
You're doing the stupid Chris thing. You're doing the dumb Chris thing because it's like me saying, like, let's take war-torn, horrible dictator of the past. You
Exactly
pick
the same.
And you're like, oh, well, because they're, so you're saying because they could read better and they had these innovations, they're the worst person of all time. Like you're being intellectually dishonest by removing the part where I said they're also the most loud, obnoxious, worst people. They just have more
Laker
they have more ammo to do it with.
Or annoying.
Wait, what?
Laker fan isn't loud or annoying.
Yes, Laker fan is loud and annoying, but they're loud and annoying and stupid. Whereas Boston fan is loud and annoying and far more knowledgeable. And therefore, I can look at LA fan and just kind of laugh at them as like, you're not really even a fan.
Yeah, because
whereas
you know
I look at Boston fan and I'm like, you should know better.
Dave loves LA. Dave loves it.
And they're just arrogant and loud and obnoxious, and they need you to know it. They're lame, dude. So I don't know which is worse.
So maybe for a first, I'll allow something I don't like. What if we have a tie? Maybe we can have a tie in the Super Bowl.
You know what? Honestly, I would love that just because it would be fun to make fun of both. Like, oh, we won the championship. No, you didn't. You didn't win the championship. No, it's
first
like,
ever
what is
tie.
it? Yeah, why not? Dave, who do you root for? Tom Brady's Patriots versus Richard Sherman's Seahawks. Honestly, I was fine with I'm fine with Tom Brady. I just don't like, but why I'm fine with Tom Brady? He's a Bay Area guy. That's why he's cool.
You could say Sherman's a Bay Area guy.
Sherman's a Compton guy. He's a Southern California.
Yeah, but he went to Stanford. Oh, that's why.
What?
Dave loves LA.
No.
Dave loves it.
I just use that as a bad thing.
He's your team's rivals.
Oh, Stanford?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Rivals in what? Nothing. In rowing?
That's called crew.
It's actually called crew, David.
We'll take a break. When we return, how about the AFC Championship recap? Jason's got an audio walkthrough of the Patriots, Broncos, and the weather. My goodness, what an afternoon. We'll talk about it next.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app.
Never have I ever called my sister from the finish line of my first marathon.
Hello?
You won't believe where I am.
Are you running?
Mile 26. I'm gonna make it.
Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e with its advanced camera system on us. Plus, 2 lines for just $30 a line.
Guys, I can't believe it.
I knew you could do it, babe.
That was amazing. Mom, how do you feel? I feel great. I can't feel my feet. Let's take a picture, and then you may carry me to the car.
Share every stride, every mile, every memory on America's best network. Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e on us and 2 lines for just $30 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 2 eligible port-ins on Essentials 55 Plus for well-qualified customers with autopay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 128 gigabytes, $599.99 required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 1H 2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Get more for your money at Elk Grove Chevrolet, where value meets style.
Purchase a new 2026 Chevrolet Trax for just $299 per month plus tax. The Trax delivers more for less with a sleek design, impressive fuel economy, and tech that keeps you connected. Conveniently located in Elk Grove, just minutes from Sacramento. Visit myelkgrovechevrolet.com today for full details and see why the Trax is such a smart choice.
At InShape, we have a place for every kind of mover. The Sometimer, the early riser, the after-work grinder, the yogi, lifter, bodybuilder, walker, runner, swimmer, spinner, stretcher, rower, climber, jumper, dancer, boxer, sauna seeker, recoverer. Basically, if you walk, lift, stretch, or sweat, you belong at InShape. So whether it's your first time or your first time in a while, start the year strong and join today at InShape.com. Find a location nearest to you.
At Power Business Technology, we're not another big box corporation. We're your neighbors, locally owned and operated. We know what businesses like yours need, from reliable printers to high-performance copiers. We'll help you find the right solution with personal service you just can't get online. Need setup or support? We're just down the road and always happy to help. Power Business Technology, family hometown service with big-time solutions. Contact us today for all your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729 or visit us at powercopiers.com.
From the 415, I've never agreed with Dave before, but he's correct. Boston fans are literally the worst people. See? That guy's never agreed with me about anything. From the 209, don't forget that disgusting Boston accent. Yeah, it is disgusting. It sounds like a car trying to start.
That's a respectable job.
Yeah.
That does kind of sound Boston-y, doesn't it? Did you do that? Is that why you did that?
Yes.
I'm just saying. They did happen to play a game yesterday, Jason, a game in which it wasn't just the two teams playing, but perhaps the most dominant team on the field was Mother Nature.
Mm-hmm.
That was quite – they showed a time lapse at one point during the third quarter, and it was like, oh, it's nice and sunny. Well, a little overcast. Oh, it looks like it's flurrying a little bit. Oh, my God, blizzard. It's like the end of The Shining. Like they did this whole thing, which, by the way, is very – anyone who's ever spent time in or has any relatives in Denver, this is a place that literally a couple years ago was like 24 degrees one day, and I think it was 90 2 days later. Denver has got a very up and down weather situation, but overall, Jason, just a total barn burner of a game.
Yeah, not a lot of big plays in this one. We got some highlights and some audio from it to react to, Dave. And there was a lot of questions about Jarrett Stidham even before, because, look, if Bo Nix is here, maybe Denver's actually favored as the 1 seed on their home turf, but they were underdogs. And Stidham early made this nice deep throw.
3rd down and 10 from the 41. 3 receivers wide left, single receiver right in the shotgun. Stidham faces 4-man pressure. Protection is good. Jarrett loads it up. Home run ball deep down the field. Passes there. Caught inside the 20. Inside the 15, the 10. That is Marvin Mims. He beat Christian Gonzalez. 52 yards. Stidham to Mims.
And here come the Broncos, and Stidham would pay it off for a touchdown.
Clock is at 10.5 running. Scoreless first quarter in the AFC Championship game. Stidham under center. Stidham rolls to his right. Throws wide open. Touchdown! Touchdown, Cortland Sutton. Stiddy on the money. Officially, Jarrett Stidham, a 6-yard touchdown pass to Cortland Sutton. You could see it from here. Nobody covered Cortland.
All right, so Dave, it was 7-0 at that point, Denver. I think where the game there's a couple things that have people talking. The talking points of the game is when Denver had the ball again in scoring range, and it was 7-0, and they decided to go for a 4th and 1. Obviously, I think we're in a day and age where more coaches will elect to do that. A lot of people thought they shouldn't, but here is the stop by New England.
Denver lines up 2 tight ends to the right. A shift along the front by the Patriots. Stidham's under center. Harvey behind him. Stidham pulls away. He rolls to his right. He's pressured. He throws it to the inside. Intercepted by Woodson. No, it's incomplete. They're going to say short-hopped it, but it doesn't matter.
You take the points.
Leg ball. Sean Payton rolls the dice, and the Patriots pressured Stidham into an incompletion. New England takes over.
That's a mistake. You take the points. You go up 10.
Now, that's from the New England side of things. I don't know. You have a thought on that Peyton's kind of getting crushed for that specific sequence?
I do, actually. I think people should shut up.
Ah.
I think Sean Payton is a freaking genius and one of the best coaches in the NFL, and he's proved it. And I think that
it didn't work, Dave.
It didn't work. You know what? If it worked and they're going to the championship,
right.
Sean Payton's it's so easy. I you know what? Let me take it back. When I say people should shut up, unless they were on the record before the play happened, drastically against it, I just don't like the people that, in hindsight, 100% he should have taken the points. Absolutely, of course, it would have been 10. Who knows what's going to happen? I know he. Honest to God. I don't want to give him too much credit, but it wouldn't surprise me if his staff had gone over the weather that day and they're like, it's about to get really bad. We have an opportunity to put this thing away. We have an opportunity to make this 14-0, and we don't think these guys are going to score 14 points. We are so close. We got a half a quarterback. You know, we have an opportunity to really put this thing away. And honestly, Jason, and I'm not just saying this because of the final. If they score that touchdown, I think they win this game.
I think you're right.
And I know that, Dave, they would have had 14. I get it, and games change. What I'm saying is I think they were that close. They were that close. And let's be honest, Jared Stidham was just one step better than when the Niners had Josh Johnson and friends against the Eagles. Like, no offense to him, dude. I thought he actually did a miraculous job considering he hadn't played in 2 years. But You're bringing a guy, this isn't a Disney movie. You're bringing a guy off the bench. And we talked earlier this year about how important it is to take reps with the first team. He hasn't taken reps with any team except for the cleanups in over 2 years. And here you go. You're in the AFC Championship game against this defense. The fact that they even got a touchdown is a miracle. So for him to say we're this close, we have an opportunity to put this away, they were that close. That wins the game. It didn't happen. And by the way, if he kicked the field goal, okay, so now you're probably going to OT. Mm-hmm. Okay, 10-10. Let's just assume you really think they're winning in OT. That was his shot. He took it. They missed it. Sorry. I don't fault him.
Here's Sean Payton on that.
Just felt like, man, we had momentum to get up 14. It felt like we had a good call. Where were we at yard line wise there? Yeah, I think the feeling was, man, let's be aggressive. To get up 14, I was just watching the way our defense was playing.
Yeah, so it didn't happen there. Again, they're still leading 7-0. New England would get into scoring range because of a big mistake by Stidham. He had a critical turnover, and Drake May would make them pay.
Ball splits the hash marks at the 6. Patriots disperse from the huddle with Booty to split to the right. Drake points with his right hand to set the protections, takes the snap. He stands in, quarterback draw, across the 5, across the goal line right. Touchdown, Patriots!
I tell you, that's the way you have it. That guy right there, Drake May. They ran it against Buffalo. I recognize the formation. You got him in man. They split. He reads man, and the tide is turned. Patriots are back in this thing. What a call, Josh McDaniels. They didn't have a chance at it.
Dave, you want to root for Seattle now?
I kind of see, dude. I'm sitting here. I'm getting physically angry. I think that's Scott Zolak, isn't it?
Man,
I'm pretty sure it's Zolak.
Yeah.
Like, why? It's such a freaking stereotype that you have this big child of an ex-lineman that's back there while the guy's trying to call the game. Who's it? Those aren't words, Scott. Those are not words, dude. That you're not broadcasting. You're gesticulating and whatever. And then after they go, that's what I'm talking about. Shut up. God, I hate. God, I hate. You know what? Maybe you know what I'm rooting for, dude. I'm rooting for weather. I'm rooting for the commercials and the Puppy Bowl
and the halftime show. Bad Bunny.
Yes,
There
yes.
you go.
I want Bad Bunny. I want him to be like really like super misbehaving Bunny.
All right, let's go to later in the game.
Unfortunately, both teams are unavailable to play in the Super Bowl because of the substation next to the practice facility.
Yes.
Go
Let's
substation.
go.
So it's 10-7 New England. They got the pick that they needed. Now they need to try to get one more first down.
From New England's 39-yard line. Out of the eye. Fake by May. He's going to run it to the left. He's being chased. Tries to get outside. He does! He's got the first down! Running to the far side. Outlegging the chasing defender. And Drake May and the Patriots fake the handoff to Stevenson, the quarterback. The naked bootleg out to the left as a first down that should allow the Patriots to clinch it.
All right, so that's the way it ended as far as that goes. I haven't heard the final call yet. Let's see how it sounds in New England radio.
And now with 37 seconds to go, Drake May to the knee for the final time. Unbelievable. The Patriots will spill off their sideline in the snow in a celebration a mile high. They are headed to Santa Clara in 2 weeks to meet either the Rams or the Seahawks in Super Bowl 60.
All right, last but not least, the one guy you might appreciate. Do you like Mike Vrabel?
I actually do like Mike.
I do too. I think he's a good dude. Here he is talking about the quick turnaround for New England.
It's a group effort. It just wasn't me. And again, I stand up in front of you guys, and I am thankful of the people that are around us in that building in our program. And you have to come together. And you have to do what's best for the team, and you get everybody to believe in something and buy in. And again, that doesn't come without adversity. You have to have adversity.
Well, and here they are representing the AFC back in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's another thing Boston fan hasn't had a lot of is adversity. not this millennium. Yeah, I think we have to make a gentleman's agreement that when the Super Bowl happens, we have to just use the national TV calls.
Come on.
Like we can't.
Local. Local.
They're so freaking bad, dude. They're so bad. We'll take a break. When we return, let's get to the NFC, Rams, the Seahawks, Sam Darnold, probably your MVP this season. Could they go into Seattle? Could they win and set themselves up an hour away, 60 minutes of game time away from celebrating at Levi Stadium? We'll find out who the Patriots dance partner is next.
This is Bill Cartwright. Join us Thursday, February 5th at the Golden One Center for the Sacramento Sports Hall of Fame celebration.
Big tax changes this year could mean a bigger refund, and Jackson Hewitt knows how to get you your biggest. You'll get $100 just to try us. That won't make you filthy rich, but definitely gas plus groceries rich. And since we know all the new tax codes, you could get thousands back, which would make you low-key loaded. Or at least wealthy adjacent? Go with our trusted pros and get $100 to switch. Rest easy. Jackson Hewitt's got your taxes, guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients, participating locations only. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-897-4400. That's 800-897-4400.
Are you 50 or older? This news is for you. The CDC recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Even if you're healthy, your age puts you at risk. People 50 or older are over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized with pneumococcal pneumonia compared to adults 18 to 49. Just one shot can help protect you. Learn more and schedule at vaxassist.com. That's VAXassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Big savings are back at Folsom Lake Honda, your one-stop Honda shop.
Looking to own or lease? We have options for everyone. Plus, lower interest rates at Folsom Lake Honda make for lower payments. It's no wonder Folsom Lake Honda is your one-stop Honda shop.
Get an instant cash offer for your trade at FolsomLakeHonda.com. We'll buy your car whether you buy from us or not.
Visit us today at FolsomLakeHonda.com.
Folsom Lake Honda, yeah, your one-stop Honda shop.
Carmichael Dave.
He has very good sources, and he just kind of tells it as it is and gets to the point.
Jason Ross.
He has a lot of pretty smart things to say.
He's good at what he does.
On Sactown Sports.
I agree. Jason's very good at what he does. Welcome back. Before we get started, Jason, I have a surprise for you. I'm not sure if you heard this, but a couple weeks ago, we had a friend of the show on who did the European call for the 49ers-Eagles game. And while I was in Europe last weekend, another thing happened, but this was English football. And before everybody groans and goes, oh, soccer, why don't you just take a listen? This is Wrexham versus QPR, Queens Park Rangers. They are down 2-1 late. They get a score from a guy named, what is it, Dean? His last name is Windass. Windass. Not making it up. Maybe it's Josh. Anyways, not important. And then here, late in the game, at the very end, the equivalent of a buzzer beater, is another goal for Wrexham. Take a listen to the call.
Rathbone now whips it into the box, and it's attack, drops loose. Morden's there, can't quite get there. It's hacked away. Rathbone, constant this. We got 9 seconds left of the 4 other minutes. The ref should have another minute on. Rathbone, long range. Oh, yes! Oh, my word, what a goal by Rathbone. I love that, man. Ollie Rathbone, have my children. Please, take them.
Ollie Rathbone, have my children, take them. Now, it's funny, there's a loss in translation, I believe, in the call, which also makes it funny. Because generally when you want somebody to have your children, you're speaking of somebody literally helping you create and birth the children. What makes this call even funnier to me is the gentleman is actually offering up his already born children to Ollie Rathbone, as in, please take my children. They're yours now to do with what you wish. Put them to work, send them to school, whatever it may be. They're the thing I love the most, and I'm giving them to you because you kicked a ball through a net. And I'm wondering, and when I heard this call, Shortly thereafter, I thought of this. I went, although it wouldn't directly work for you because you have child, not children, is there an event that could happen with the Sacramento Kings in which you would even offer a player your child as part of your call?
Non-negotiable, but for the call and for the comedy's sake, it might be fun to at least throw that out there one time. Jackson's going nowhere.
Like, what if you were calling Schroeder getting into it with Luka?
I think you would be willing to give up any future children. Yeah.
Yes.
That's your peak.
That's the highlight of the season.
I've never thought of this question before, Jason, and I know that there might be some undue you're going to give an honest answer no matter what, of course, but I want you to shake off.
Lying.
No, because I want you to shake off with this question and the undue pressure that may be on you because of who you work for. Shake it off. Shake it off. Which would be the crazier, more enjoyable call for you? Call A, and we'll keep it current, please. Keegan Murray holds the ball. Time's running out, and oh my God, the Sacramento Kings are the champions of the world. No, they didn't. Yes, they did. Okay, that. And Fred Smith watches the clock go down to zeros as he kneels, and unbelievably, just 1 year after being promoted to Division I, the Sacramento State Hornets are your national champions.
Okay. This may upset people, but I'm going to be honest.
Nope, I said shake it off. I knew that was going to hit. Nope, I'm asking you an honest question.
On the way you just framed that, and this may not seem real for Kings fans, but the more unlikely is by far Sac State to be crowned the national champions at the FBA. Like, they went up a level, and they are the national champions. I mean, there are over 100 teams. There's 30 in the NBA every year, and I know the Kings are at the bottom right now, but they always have a chance, I guess. That's crazy. The other one would be more wild.
Would it be more enjoyable?
They both. I mean, I don't even know. I remember. Here's an example of that.
I mean, neither's happening.
Well, I remember back in 2005 when the Monarchs were very good and they were one of the best teams, and then they won a championship. I was thinking, well, this will be fun. I mean, like, I thought they were going to do it. And I remember going to the game the night that they won it. It was 10x better than I thought it would be. Like, I thought, you want to win a championship. That's great. I'm like, that's cool. The WNBA was still in the early part of it, and I was like, yeah, this will be fun. I mean, I want them to win. This will be great. It was so much better than I don't even say I went in with low expectations, but it was just elevated by, like I said, 10x. It was so great. And so, yeah, anytime you can win a championship, it's awesome.
Now, you're not an alum, but you're the voice of the school. Chris, you are an alum. We got to get to NFC Championship highlights, but I've been waiting to ask you guys this. This might actually be a tougher question to answer for you, Jason, than the one I just asked you. How are we feeling about Coach Carter's proposed adjustments to the Stingers up? He's calling for a larger stinger.
Okay. I have an answer for that because actually when I remember that was something that I saw around a little bit more people talking about that. So I do think it was something that was done. Then I don't really remember like Stingers up being said that much in my early years of doing the games. And then it became a thing here in the last 15 to 20. But I've seen the big Stingers up before. So maybe it's Chris that needs to be asked about it as someone that went to Sac State.
No, don't change it.
You don't like the big Stingers?
No.
Wow. Why? Dave, your thoughts? Impartial.
Wow. Well, I'm a little different, and I'll let Chris take the wheel on this one for the most part since he went to college and also Sac State. I've never really understood Stingers up because generally when a bee stings, isn't it down?
It's a hornet, Dave.
Or a hornet, whatever. Isn't it down? I don't know. Bees don't fly upwards. They don't go. I mean, I'm sure occasionally. No. I'm sure occasionally like a bee is on the ground or on a desk or something and like, oh, I'm going to sting. But generally, isn't a bee like, or a hornet, like horneting, and then it lands and it just drops its butt and the stinger goes in you. So to me, Stingers up the connotation I always think is like, well, why up? Like, I'm landing the stinger and I'm stinging and causing pain, which is the point. You're stinging. Stinger's up. Oh, I'm not going to sting you. I'm just going to sit here like a ladybug, which isn't intimidating, and fly away. I think logically speaking, it should be stingers down.
No, because that's like, who is it? ASU has the forks, and they're like forks up. Like if it's down, it means the team is down. Horns up for hook 'em horns. When Oklahoma and other schools put the horns down, like boo.
I get the up part. Like the soccer team I work for is up the town. They up.
But shouldn't the town be down on the ground? It shouldn't be up.
Yeah, because that makes a ton of sense. Because when towns sting people, they put like stingers up. Logically means you're not stinging anything. You're lifting it. You're up. You're not stinging. Stinger down is inflicting the pain. It's an illogical statement.
Maybe they're raising where they're stinging you as they keep going up, and then they go down. But they've already been lifted up. They've elevated.
Hi, I'm a hornet. I'm going to fly under you, and then I'm going to point.
Philander us?
Fly under.
Fly under you.
Oh.
Philander you.
That's what you said.
I'm going to fly under you, and then I'm going to point my stinger up, and I'm going to sting. No, I'm a hornet. I'm going to land on you, and I'm going to put all 4 little hornet legs down, and then I'm dropping my ass, stinger down right into your arm, and you're going to scream like a little
Your
kid.
knowledge of the anatomy of the hornet, I think, does not make you qualified for this argument.
Is that Macho Man Hornet?
Yeah, that's Macho Man Hornet. Where did I get the anatomy wrong?
All 4 legs?
Whatever. That's what you. Come on, dude. I was trying to humanize it, man. That's why I was telling. Oh, you say all 4 legs, but you don't say. You're talking like a hornet in Randy Macho Man Savage voice.
That was more logical.
So, anyways, I said the wheel to you. Like, why are you upset, Chris Rillard?
One, because like stingers up started to be a thing when I was going to college. And that's when I remember it. I never saw the big stinger.
But tell them the real reason.
The real reason I've been pushing for a long time is after wins, they should be playing 24 Karat Gold by Bruno Mars, because it starts with put your pinky finger to the moon.
That I actually don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that at all. You literally have a song that's incredibly popular and is a really uplifting song that the first, how many colleges or pro teams have a former #1 hit that is uplifting and fun, in which the first lyric literally describes the finishing move you're supposed to do? It's kind of a great point. And I would go a step further, Chris. If I were the DJ at Sac State, I would play it, but I would repeat that line 4 times or something, and then go into the rest.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah, Chris actually has a very incredibly rare W for Chris right there. Anyways,
W's up.
Now you're even good with stingers up now.
Put your pinky finger down to the ground.
No.
Okay. Well, also, the other reason for stingers down won't work is that it looks stupid when you do it. It looks like you're stirring your tea or something. Like I get that. Hey, NFC championship game happened. Should we save that?
We can.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, we can come back to that. We got more to get to in the show.
We had some important stuff there.
Yeah, we really did.
We'll take a break. We'll get to the halfway point of the program here, which we are at right now. Let's get to some Kings Rewind, Kings post-game reaction. Loss to the Pistons. Jason's got some post-game audio for you as well. And Domantas Sabonis was in the starting lineup. We need to talk about that too. So much to talk about. Don't go away. Quick break. We're back after this.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan steps back. He just knocked down his 12th three-pointer, a Kings franchise record. He's got 45 points.
Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with Sactown Sports and the Sactown Sports app.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Save more on the brands pros trust at Lowe's. Right now, get up to 35% off select major appliances and choose from our wide lineup of top brands. Plus, save $100 on a Little Giant 22-foot multi-position ladder, now just $189. Built for strength, flexibility, and job site versatility. Pros, these savings will only be here for a limited time. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 1/30 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for more details.
This year's tax changes. Better not get caught snoozing. Miss one deduction, lose thousands. Not amusing.
Big tax changes can mean bigger refunds at Jackson Hewitt. And right now, get $100 just to try us.
Don't worry, tax filers. If money is tight, get $100 from Jackson Hewitt, so you'll sleep better at night.
Limited time offer for new clients. Participating locations only. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
There are many reasons to choose Gonzalez Law Offices. As a dedicated trial lawyer with an undefeated record from 2016 through 2019, and you'll know that no case is too big or too small. Due to his success, hard work, and commitment to excellence, attorney Jonathan Gonzalez has been listed in Super Lawyer's Rising Stars, as well as in the top 40 under 40 list by national trial lawyers. You can find Gonzalez Law Office online at saclegaldefense.com or call him at 916-304-9187.
Celebrate the new year in style with a new Honda from Stockton Honda. Whether you're shopping new or pre-owned, Stockton Honda has the selection and savings. With new Hondas in stock and ready to go, now is the time to save on your favorite Honda in person or online. CRV, HRV, Pilot, Accord, Civic, and Ridgeline. It's a new year with endless possibilities. Get the deals that make it easy to say yes. Upgrade and save today at Stockton Honda.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here. StocktonHonda.com.
Hi, this is Greg Papa. Disasters hit every day. If your home, business, or building has suffered from any disaster, SunPoint Public Adjusters can help. SunPoint prepares, presents, and negotiates your claim with the insurance company, working only for you, making sure you get everything you're entitled to and letting your focus be on what's most important, your family or your business. Call SunPoint today at 888-247-7865 or contact us at sunpoint.us. SunPoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard in public adjusting.
License number 2N14884.
KHD 1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Lots of weighing in on the text line. The 916 Dave, I've sat or put my hand down on bees, hornets, wasps many times and felt the wrath. Can I just say, stop putting your hand down? Jeez, that's like 3.
Yeah.
From the 916 also. My brother had a bee fly into his window while driving on the freeway and sting him right in the eyeball. So I guess there's always stinger straight.
Gross.
Oh my God. Is that literally, like, I know if you get stung, like my sister when she was like 5 got stung on the tongue.
Oh.
And that was a real scary situation. So other than like, you know, allergic reaction, like that type of thing, which is obviously the worst, is getting stung in the eyeball literally the worst place you can get stung?
I gotta believe it's up there. If it's not, I mean, yes, and yes.
I mean, I know what second place is.
Okay.
So you'd rather that than your eye?
No. Yes. Yes. Wouldn't you?
I don't know.
I think it would depend if the stinger was up or down.
Yes.
That stinger would be down a long time, but that'd be stingers any. But my thing is
stung.
Yeah.
I think number one worst spot, the eye. We're taking inside the mouth out of the equation. I think number two worst spot, that place, and very specific spot on that place too. We agree, right? Like we're all talking about the same thing. Like, for example, let's turn the page on that, and let me take a totally, if I was a pin, like the type of pin you put it like in sewing, the worst place I would want to be stung on that pin would be the head of the pin. Right? Okay, so back to the original conversation now, completely separately. I think third would be on the lip. And I'm talking about everyone. On your face. All right.
By the way, they followed up with more. He had to pull out the stinger out of his eyeball in the rear.
No, he did. Lie, dude. Lie.
Okay. You're calling our text.
My skin is crawling right now.
Same, dude. Same. There's no way. First off, getting stung in the I can see like a bee flying into your eye, and you're like, oh, and you close your eye, and then the bee's like, and it stings you. But you're pulling the stinger out of your eyeball in the rearview mirror. What is he, Rambo?
Does the stinger leave? I didn't think it leaves.
You can pull it out, I think. Hold on.
Hello. I've been stung in progress and seen the bee stinging me, and tried to, like, I was in a car, but we were parked and the windows were open, and it stung my leg, and it was one of those huge bees. It was, I don't know, it was a carpet, whatever it was. It was a huge bee, and I had like a 8x11 pad, and I was like, I was trying to sweep it off my leg, and I thought it wasn't being stung yet, and then as I was sweeping it, it was still, I could see the stinger in me, and the bee wasn't able to leave, and then I finally gave it like one hard, just
flick.
Yes, and then, oh man, that one hurt. That one hurt. The other one says, Dave in the 916, stingers up is a salute. It's like a high five. And I will say this, development from officials over at Sac State on the personal text line. They are a fan of Chris's Bruno Mars comment. So
they should be. Let's get it. Let's make it happen. We're trying to get House of Pain when the beam gets lit, which I know, we play it a couple times a year, but whatever. And if we can get, this show has proven before that we have quite the influence on that type of thing. Would love to see that happen. From the 916, I swear to God, it was about 20 years ago when the brother got stung in the eyeball, and he got mad at me because I laughed when he told me.
Good friend.
Well, Dave, I think you're like me when you just see, like, when you hear something like that, like your natural reaction is just to make a noise and just laughter.
It 100%. I'm the guy that when
oh my gosh, that's like, awful.
What?
Right, 100%, dude, 100%. But it's also like physically, I can't. Like, I'm kind of my hand. Like, somebody asked earlier on the text line, what's that guy's name? Alex Darnold or Sam? The guy who climbed the thing to the Netflix.
I forget.
It's not Sam Darnold, but it's something that sounds like Sam Darnold. I think he's from here, actually. Anyway, someone was like, did you watch it? And I saw the promos for it, and I was like, that's the last thing I would watch. I would never watch that, dude.
I got nervous. Even like I saw the end, like on the replay, like he gets to the top and he's just like waving and looking down. I already got queasy looking at it.
If you had a helicopter that took me to the top and I could get out on like a drawbridge and hold on to that little pole thing he held on to and wave and then get back into the helicopter, I don't think I would do that.
I couldn't make it.
No. And I watched a little clip on it was floating around social media of like him climbing, but I think I could handle it because it was like close up.
Yeah.
So I couldn't pull back and see how high he was. And I'm watching like every room of this place as he's climbing up. There's like 4 people in the window filming him with their phones and like taking selfies and stuff. No, dude, no. And why are we watching it? Like 2 things happen. He makes it to the top.
Yay.
Thank God.
Right. Yep.
What if it's like, okay, Jarrett Stidham yesterday threw that pass at the end of the game that got intercepted, right? Remember that? The end of the game interception, and then they down the ball, right? Okay. If this dude throws an interception, he splats on the ground forever.
Right. That's how it ends.
I I don't want to see that ending, dude.
And I never saw this part of it. And I how did he get down?
Took the
they had a little. They had one of them water slides.
I mean, because he's standing on top of that, which is great, and it's not a lot of space. And he's taking the picture, and he looks more than comfortable. And there's a ton of wind up there. And then I'm thinking, okay, I get he's obviously incredibly skilled climber. But like, was there a door somewhere up there that he just here's the elevator to the stairs, and I'm gone. But like, at first I'm thinking, do they have to pick him up? Like you said, a helicopter. I wouldn't even want to do that. How did he get down?
Had to be a door. Wouldn't you think, weirdly enough, going down would be as hard or harder?
If he had to climb down.
Going up?
Yeah.
I don't want to see that. And also, I feel like secretly there had to be some way of like, there had to be like a bullet of something. There had to be a backup plan, didn't there? Or are we just watching live on Netflix? It's like, oh, and then he goes for the climb. Oh my God, he's falling. Whoa, the humanity. When are we going? And he splatted on the ground.
I mean, there's no way if he fell, they're not showing, like you would see the fall and the gasp, and that would just be awful. They're not showing any more than that.
No, you'll see the fall, the gasp. But then what? Okay, look, this is like super morbid, and I hope
awful.
let me be clear. Let's hope this never, ever happens. But just hypothetically speaking, okay, what do they do? Let's go back to the studio.
Well, it was Netflix, right? So it could just.
Right. You just cut to, The Crown.
Stranger Things.
No, there wouldn't be.
That's the reference point.
That's the strangest thing.
Yeah.
Other than this wacky season for the Sacramento Kings is their road trip continued. And hold on, I feel like I need to back up here real quick. Dear climby skyscraper lord of the skyscrapers, please don't ever let that happen.
Every single thing that every fan does at home or at the stadium makes a direct impact in the game.
I think this is important. I think it does. I don't ever want to see it. I don't want to hear about it. Not just this guy, anyone. I'm not a fan of the whole climby thing, but please don't let ever anyone fall off and get hurt or die or worse. Wait, no. Fall off, get hurt or worse or die. Because it can't be. Well, I guess if he fell on a school, that would be worse. Yes. Well, I'm just saying, like, what's worse than dying? Well, if you fell down and you smashed like a bunch of kids, that would be the worst. Yeah. But the second word, I don't want any of that. Fall and get hurt would be marginally like, oh, you learned your lesson. Like, oh, I take that back. I don't want to use up too much of my prayer. So no dying and no falling on a school full of kids.
Yeah.
But the other stuff, I don't want that to happen. But just don't climb buildings. Back to you.
One of our texters, let's see, where was this, Dave? Someone got stung on the temple when they were driving. Another one, I've been stung on the cartilage of my ear. I think it was a wasp bite, if I remember correctly. Imagine feeling like you were punched in the ear times 10. And you laugh. There you go. You and Chris, your defense mechanism is to laugh. You are laughing hard.
I don't know why the cartilage of my ear is funny.
They were in severe pain, being punched in the ear 10 times, and Dave is laughing at you.
I'm sorry. There's another guy who said he scratched his cornea on some Velcro.
I saw that one.
How does that even happen? Were you taking your shoes off with your face?
I don't know how to do it, but that's wrong, I think.
Anyways, okay, those are all funny. I got stung on the forehead playing golf 2 years ago when I was on the Palm Springs trip. My golf ball went into the bushes, and I tried to get it out with my 9-iron. And hey, there's a whole hive of bees in there, and one of them was like, "No, you're going to pay for it with a big giant." So I'll tell you what. You know what else stung, Jason? Last night's second quarter.
Good point. You ready for some rewind?
Yeah, please. Love it. Rewind.
Next time I'll write in ear cartilage, and that'll get you.
Did Chris laugh?
Not as heartily as you.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right.
After wrapping up a season-long 7-game homestand, the Kings were heading back out on the road for a 6-game road trip that would challenge them competitively, but also mentally, as they were heading into the middle of a brutal winter storm.
Did someone say road trip?
I even said we should put that in, and now I'm mad that he did. I forgot about it.
I didn't expect it. I had a mouthful of hot chocolate. What was that clip?
As they were heading in.
Did someone say road trip?
That's a spot that I did, and I don't like it. And it airs all the time during the Kings games.
Back to you.
The first stop was in Cleveland to take on the Cavaliers. This was a team that last year finished with the best record in the East, even though they were swept by the Kings.
It was great.
The Kings were coming off a productive homestand, but it fizzled late, losing the last 3 games. Is that fizzle?
That was a whoopee cushion.
Early on, it didn't look like the Kings would have any chance to break their losing streak as they trailed 9-0, then 16-2, forcing Doug Christie to call 2 timeouts.
What the hell just happened?
Good question. DC then made a dramatic move and took out all 5 starters and moved in 5 bench players for a full line change, and it worked.
We're fucking switching.
The Kings bench responded in a big-time way as Sabonis, Schroeder,
Flappy, bappy, wait, wait.
Cardwell,
Dylan,
Neek.
Well, now, look at this big fella. Clifford, is it?
And Malik.
I'm a pizza guy.
Well, they all helped bring order back, and by the end of the first, the game was tied at 35.
Now we're starting to roll, boys.
The second quarter was solid, too, as the second time around, the starters responded, and at halftime, the Kings led the Cavs 71-68.
I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball.
In the third quarter, the Kings elected to start Sabonis because he was looking like the former All-Star.
Oh, there you are, Peter.
The Kings were outscored in the third, 34-22, as Cleveland relied on Evan Mobley and Donovan Mitchell, who posed as a dynamic duo.
So?
The Kings were down 9 as the fourth quarter began, but Sacramento started to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah. Turn up the heat. Go on and get some, boys. Come on.
With 4 minutes to play, the Kings concluded a 21-9 run and owned a 1-point lead entering crunch time.
It's the final countdown.
Those final 4 minutes, the Kings offense couldn't buy a hoop. 8 straight missed shots at the worst time, and this one slipped out of the Kings' grasps.
Hey, yo, I'm slipping. I'm falling. I can't get up.
The bench was great, scoring 73 points, but it wasn't enough. Cavs 123, Kings 118, make that 4 losses in a row for the Kings. Yeah, slow down and shut down that beam. Now it's off to the top seed in the East, the Pistons of Detroit.
Now everybody come to 313. Put your motherfucking hands up and follow me.
Just getting there proved tough. Delays, starts, and stops, and weather, and before you knew it, the Kings arrived at their hotel at 5 a.m.
I have been awake for almost 60 hours. I'm tired and I'm dirty. I have been from Chicago to Paris to Dallas to... Where the hell am I?
Scranton.
Before tip-off, word spread that the Kings were not going to have their shooting guard due to an issue with his back.
Doctor said I need a backiotomy.
More like back Levine, am I right?
Wow.
No one knows what you're talking about, you idiot.
Let me try that again. More like back Levine, am I right?
No one knows what you're talking about, you idiot.
Thought it would get better the
I
second
liked
time.
it. I thought it was great. I think Chris was a little Zach Lamine there.
I didn't do anything.
I just rewind.
Thanks.
Enter Neek Clifford into the starting lineup and a return of Domantas Sabonis to the first 5.
Well, now, look at this big fella. Clifford, is it?
Domas picked up 2 early fouls shortly after tip-off, making things more challenging for the Kings.
He can't hit. He can't hit.
Even with that, the Kings made a lot of shots in the first quarter. Thanks to a 60% quarter, we are tied at 35 in Motown.
You gonna give me a whole $100 for all of my songs? Where do I sign, Mr. Barry Gordy?
The Kings kept making shots in the second quarter, but they could not stop Detroit. The Pistons scored 78 points at the half, which is the most the Kings have allowed this season.
That's a lot.
It was. Third quarter didn't get any better, and really neither did the fourth. The frustration, though, did elevate as the game had 4 technical fouls.
I'm going to lose my freaking mind.
Well, that included a strange double-tech ejection situation between Keon Ellis and Ron Holland. Now, see, they got tangled. Holland pushed Ellis. Knee came in with a push. Keon hit the deck. Ejection for Holland. Tech for the rookie. And flopper chance to Keon when he went to the line.
You shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
There was another tech as Isaiah Stewart, a.k.a. Beef Stew, got one for taunting his old teammate Dennis Schroeder.
Flappy, bappy, wait.
In the end, too much Detroit. They rout the Kings 139-116 and hand Sacramento their 5th straight loss.
Get me out of here!
Well, Kings fans, keep in mind Detroit was the worst team in basketball 2 years ago, and look at them now.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
It's trying.
Yeah.
Up next, the road trip continues in the Big Apple as they go for the season sweep of their old coach, Mike Brown, and the Knicks.
I need you to open up your ears and hear this. Nobody wants you here. They never wanted you here. That whole locker room's afraid to say it, not me. So get out.
Wow. And now you know how it played out this weekend with the Cavs and the Pistons.
Was that a Boston guy saying that, guys?
New York guy. Uh-oh, we lost Dave.
I thought there was some sort of
there was some sort of weird sound when he was
shortage.
talking.
So he's completely gone?
He's not gone. He's on screen, but we can't hear him.
Okay. So we had Dave. See, Rewind is very protective. And I think he was questioning some things about Rewind. And we lost Dave. All right. Well, we'll continue.
Well, he's trying to talk, but
he is trying to talk, but we do not have him. So he gone at the moment. I see him on the screen. You see him on the screen. Maybe we'll do a little rebooting or something.
Somehow got a double, Dave.
Did we?
What the hell was that?
Oh, there you are.
I was saying, was that? Sorry, I don't know what the heck that was. No, I know exactly what that was. When you're a fidgeter, like I am, don't fidget with the actual connections to your computer.
Oh, yeah.
And pull out a USB cord. Was that wrestler guy in that last clip Boston guy?
No, New York guy.
All right. Which,
Eddie Kingston, partner.
New York accent, second most annoying accent behind Boston accent, right? I mean, do we agree Boston's the worst?
No, like there's that weird Pennsylvania accent.
What's that one?
What is that one?
Where they say water. We're going to go next to the water.
But I feel like
Baltimore is really weird.
They're weird. I'm of course they are. And obviously, listen, there's some Southern Cajun and there's some accents that, one would, I don't mind them, but one would say, oh, that's a little funky. But I'm talking about like obnoxious, annoying accents. Like whoever gets does anybody ever get annoyed at a Cajun accent?
I appreciate
or a Southern accent.
I like it.
Go get there and get the ball there.
See, that's friendly and nice, and I it's like a warm blanket. Boston just, yeah. Like I like Matt Damon, but every once in a while the Boston accent comes out, and I just go, God, really, you're the Martian, dude.
That tickled Chris.
I'm just saying he is.
You're the Martian, dude.
He is.
Not a quap.
Martian. Anyway. Oh, sorry, chat line. I didn't know it was Eddie Kingstown or whatever.
Kingstown.
Sorry. Not up on my Eddie Kingston knowledge. All right. Well, the Kings lost, Jason.
They did.
Again.
Both
Hey,
games.
remember a couple weeks ago when you were like, hey, man, you need to stop winning so much or the tank's in trouble.
Sounds like me.
I believe that was a clip that you cut, right, Dave?
Yeah, hold on. I got it.
Oh, Dave has
Hey, man, you might not want to win so much. You're going to ruin the tank.
You know, what's interesting is like you do sound different on the radio. I didn't realize that was me, how I sounded.
That was you. Yeah. I got one.
Oh, Jason's always going, hey, man.
Yeah, here we go. All right. Hey, man, you winning way too much. You're gonna be messing the tank up. No, you didn't. Yes, you did.
Oh, now I hear it.
See?
Yeah.
See?
That was the Thursday show. That's right. I remember.
Hey, man, why is your girl going to USC instead of UCLA, man?
Well done, Chris.
That wasn't Chris. That was, he played the clip.
That was you.
I played
Sorry.
the clip of Jason.
He had the clip. You had the other clip. Man,
that is my fault.
I said it twice. I was really committed to that thought of the Kings were winning too much.
Chris and I were talking about it after one of the shows, and we were just like, Jason really needs to look. If you want to make a point, you can say it once. You really need to say it three times.
I thought I had to put some emphasis on it.
And then I had to start. He's like, dude, he's saying that during the break. He's not even saying that on the air anymore. He's really passionate about it.
So now I'm glad that they've cooled off.
Yeah, he said it in our show meeting.
Man.
We were talking about what were we even talking about, Chris? We were talking about
you guys are saying this on the air. You could tell me in person if I'm saying it too much.
We didn't want to hurt your feelings.
Okay.
But it was like you were stuck on a loop or something. Like we're in the show meeting. Oh, I know what it was. Chris and I were talking about us throwing spirals and how you couldn't.
Oh yeah. Well, I know what happened.
I was actually recording that meeting, and here it is from Jason. Hey, Dave, man, how do I throw a spiral like you, man?
Right? Right? Honestly, kind of scary that you recorded that meeting.
I got to take notes.
I guess I'll be honest, guys. Dave, I just thought you were wanting them to win too much that I thought I had to counter you with the opposite feeling.
Well, I understand your thought was in the right place. Yeah. And also, just really, all bits aside, I did have a pretty awesome spiral on that one throw.
The one was perfect.
I got so excited.
Did
we were
you
in the middle.
repeat it?
Our boss was talking about something I think kind of important.
Yeah.
And then I threw a perfect spiral to Jason because I can't ever throw a spiral. We have this little mini Niners football in the office that we throw across to each other during the very important meeting. And I threw this just like it was basically like what Josh Allen does, right to Jason. And then Jason like goes, ooh, and then he threw it back. And then the next one, if the next ball that I threw to Jason was a word, it would have been that's what the airflow sounded like. And then I was very sad.
Yeah, what was interesting is because I did get a follow-up with our boss after that meeting. He was really surprised by us because I think we were taken back by the spiral. What he had said at that point was that we ignored. If you guys say something to me right now, you will get a raise of 10x. And neither of us responded. We were so enamored with the spiral.
Honestly,
we missed
spiral
out.
Greater than sign 10x raise. Throw a damn spiral.
Yeah,
I think there's something wrong.
That was perfect.
With I'm not reading that text about Boston women.
You're not?
No, I just Chris Guerrero's wife already thinks I'm mean to women or what. I don't know, whatever she said, which I forgive her because she lives with Chris Guerrero. But noted chatter. Oh, guys, I know what I wanted to say as we go to break because I know we're kind of having fun. I was gonna. I could wait till I get back, but I think it's always nice to enjoy it twice. So I'm gonna say the thing, and then when I get back, I think we should have an unveiling. Chris came up to me on Friday or on Thursday, which was getaway day, and said the words that I love to hear more than anything, which is, "Hey, someone's downstairs for you."
Oh yeah.
And so, by the way, Chris, I'll do that off the air, but I just want to acknowledge the fact that Chris went downstairs with me. That was actually really nice. He went down. Huh? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So
I believe I said you have to go downstairs, and I will go with you.
Yeah, he went downstairs with me, and it was kind of a surprise. I didn't know what it was, and I don't like surprises. Longtime listener Steven met us downstairs with every single Kings bobblehead ever produced by Carl's Jr. still in their boxes, still with the display case that he and his dad collect. And he said, I just don't have anywhere to put them, and I want them to have a good home. And what a freaking cool thing, first of all. And secondly, this spawned a conversation with our engineer. We had a whole little mini meeting about it and everything. We're going to try to find a way to display those in the studio somewhere. But it's everyone, Jason. It's the ones that we used to wait in line for hours for. It's Doug, it's Bobby, there's Keon Clark, there's Darius Sangaila. I mean, not just Yes. What a really cool gift to the station.
Yes. Thank you, Steven.
Yeah, Steven. And he's still working for your guys. Having a great time.
The overhead door company of Sacramento doing great work.
Doing great work, much like you all are today by tuning in. We appreciate that. We'll take a quick break. When we return, 4 Down Territory. Hey, best and worst of the weekend championship edition. We're right back after this.
The San Francisco 49ers play on Sactown Sports 1140.
Touchdown 49ers! Every game on your #1 sports station. Don't miss the action on your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Chad, what's happening for the Start Something New sales event?
If you're struggling to find the heavy-duty Ram you need, you'll find it at Hoblet. Plus, right now you can save up to $12,500 off MSRP on new 2026 Ram 2500 and 3500s, starting as low as $46,995.
Well, what makes Hoblet the best place to get a new Ram truck?
It's simple. We are truck people and have the truck you want at the best prices. We have over 400 new Rams available, one of the best selections of new Rams in all of California. Unlike the other guys that only have a handful of heavy-duty Rams, we have hundreds. If you need a heavy-duty Ram, Hoblet has it.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$12,500 total net savings on select new 2026 Ram 2500 Laramie after $3,500 factory rebates and $9,000 Hoblet discounts. Rebates include $2,000 select inventory cash on select inventory, $500 on the job upfit, must show eligible upfit. 5 of this net savings, $46,995 for 2026 Ram 2500 Tradesman. VIN number 190143. See dealer for details.
Guys, feeling low energy or low drive? It could be low testosterone. At Revive Men's Health, start with a free T-check and consultation. And this month only, qualified patients may receive 25% off TRT. Book now at ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Terms apply, must medically qualify.
Join Sactown Sports downtown before every Kings game and pick up an In Shape Fitness Kings Rally Towel while supplies last. If you walk, lift, stretch, or sweat, you belong. Start the year strong and join today at InShape.com.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
As another new year begins, I'm reflecting on all that has happened. I'm filled with gratitude for the Golf to Go show guests who've trusted us with their time, their thoughts, and their dreams. People like putter magician Scotty Cameron, First Tee's Angie Dixon, former football great Peyton Manning, LPGA legend Nancy Lopez, the heralded team at Hagen Oaks like Ken Morton Jr., Tom Morton, PGA Golf to Go's resident on-air playing coach, and Mike Woods, PGA Director of Golf, and all the PGA professionals and guests who've educated and informed us over last year's 52 shows. Thanks also to you, our loyal listeners, who are there every week with compliments and suggestions when we might get a bit off track. Thanks also to the game that brings us all together. Thanks to the millions of men, women, boys, and girls who play the game. Thanks to the able-bodied, and thanks also to the programs that nurture those in need of a lift, like the California Eagles, PGA Hope, and many more. We are fortunate for our world-class golf and to have lived life and had a chance to play the game. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
We are so happy, as always, to have you with us. Myself, Jason Ross, Christopher Log. We'll take you all the way till 10 a.m. Oh, almost went back to the old school days, Jason. 9. Hey, Jason, remember when we got off at 9?
I do. That was living good in the neighborhood.
Listen, I don't think this is out of line, but we're trying to showcase the midday show, brand new show, doing really well. Early reviews of Matt and Kayla are amazing. Wouldn't it make sense to give them an extra hour?
I like where you're going with this.
Yeah. Chris,
what's crazy in our meeting the other day when you said, when we were doing 5 to 10, I'm like, what?
Yeah. I used to do 5 to 10 with Don Geronimo. That was living hell. Really was. I'm not advocating. I'm advocating for 6 to 9. And really, isn't that what the audience wants? More Matt and Kayla. No one's saying anything. So
I'm thinking if we're going 3 hours, 6 to 9, I'd go 7. I'd prefer 7 to 10.
Yeah, but then we can't use the Matt and Kayla excuse.
No, so we go, Matt and Kayla come in, they do 6 to 7.
Yes.
And we take over from 7 to 10. And then Matt and Kayla take over from...
That's an even better idea, Chris. I don't see any flaws in that at all.
You know what? Honestly, here's where the logic there is for Jose, our boss. They're the newest show on the station, which you think means, look, they're going to do a lot of prep. They're professionals. So they come on 6 to 7, and then 7 to 10, that's their prep time.
Right.
They're going to be the most prep show in the country. So their day would go from basically 6 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Right. Really give them to a variety of audiences there, too, of time of day. Yeah.
And by the way, that's an 8-hour day, right? Everybody works, a lot of our friends listening right now are working 8-hour days. What, you can't work an 8-hour day? You too good for an 8-hour day?
Right.
Right? All right. Well, let's bring it up to them. Four for Madness, first down.
Which team had the best weekend in the NFL?
Well, there's two teams that had a really good weekend, but Jason, I'm gonna give it to the Patriots because they won 10-7 against a team that had a quarterback playing that hadn't played in 2.5 years. So we're just gonna kind of carry that over. Like, no offense to them, and by the way, we'll get to our Super Bowl picks, at some point this week, I'm sure, or next week, or whenever it happens. That's like, dude, yes, you had to go on the road, but by the way, they're a Boston team. It's not like they've never seen snow. Yeah, you had to go on the road, but the most important position in sports is quarterback. And you're playing a team now that does not have a quarterback. No offense to Jared Stidham, but he hadn't thrown a ball in 2+ years. They had the best weekend because they effectively, I don't want to say it was a cakewalk. That Denver defense played on its ear. And the most impressive performance of the weekend for any team, in my opinion, was the Denver defense holding a full-strength New England team to 10 points. They did their job. There just wasn't enough on the other end. And it's not like, by the way, Denver has all these offensive stars anyways outside of Bo Nix. So I'm going to give it to New England. I think they're one game away, man. Who cares?
Yeah, and I'm going to take the other team. Obviously, in this situation, it's Seattle. There was, look, you're the 1 seed, but you're playing a very good team, a team that's beaten you, a team that was ahead in the game a couple different times. You're on your home field, and the fact that when you could win the NFC or AFC championship, but in this case, the NFC championship on your home field with a great fan base, like that's a really cool feeling for those guys. And all the way down to the end, you just didn't know if they were going to win. So I'll give it to Seattle. Congrats to them. They had a great weekend, and they're off to the Super Bowl.
Second down.
Which team had the worst weekend in the NFL?
Denver. It's just sorry, Rams, but you went into Seattle and you lost a great game. Denver, it's one thing to lose. It's one thing to lose in front of your home fans. They worked all year and they got the number 1 seed fair and square. And then at the end of the game last week, in a seemingly meaningless situation, just nothing crazy, not rolling around on the ground, not hit by 3 linebackers, their franchise, breaks his foot or whatever the hell he did. It's always going to be a what if. And I woulda, coulda, shoulda. I'm not trying to take any credit away or disrespect the Patriots, who were a story amongst themselves. But I believe if Bo Nix is playing, Denver's playing in the Super Bowl right now. And I think that Seattle, last I saw, I think Seattle's a 4.5 point favorite, depending on where you go. I think that line's a lot closer if it's Denver. And I think you're having a battle of 2 defenses that are just insane. And it's Darnold versus Nix. I would be all for that. Denver had a terrible, terrible weekend because there is nothing worse than a what if because of injury.
Yeah, I'm gonna go off board here and get maybe some casualties of what happened over the weekend. So not necessarily the 2 losing teams, and Denver's a great choice. I'm going to the Tennessee Titans, who didn't even play. But the fact that they had Mike Vrabel, nobody thought he should go, but they thought he did. So he goes. They have not been any better. In fact, here they are again, another 3-14 season. And his first season in New England turns a 4-13 team around to 14-3. People thought he was a good coach. He is a good coach. He's back in New England. And to watch the coach that you let go lead a team in his first year in a very tough AFC to the Super Bowl. I think Tennessee, in an odd way, had a pretty rough weekend.
Well, you know what, Jason? I love your style. I want to piggyback. I just 100% want to copy you. It's such a good idea. Shout out worst weekend, Bill Belichick. 6-10 with Cleveland, 7-9 with Cleveland, 7-9 with Cleveland, 11-5 with Cleveland. I don't even remember that. 5-11, and then with the Patriots, 5-11, and then Tom Brady came along. Oh, and then he left, and Belichick went 8-9 and 4-13. They got fired and was 4-8 in North Carolina. Meanwhile, the Patriots said, thanks, Bill. We'll be back in the Super Bowl in 2 seasons. I think it just lays more credibility to Jason's theory that Bill Belichick may be the biggest fraud in sports history.
Maybe.
Let me go back a week ago, by the way, and then we'll move on. I believe this was Tuesday. Let me hit the button. Hi, I'm Jason, and I think Bill Belichick is the biggest fraud in history. And I'll tell you what, if the Patriots get back to the Super Bowl, it's gonna prove it. No, he didn't.
That's not Jason.
How come people have? I mean, you guys are supposed to be honest with me. I didn't realize how much I have some hints in my tone to your dad.
Dude, he was pretending to be you because we all know you start every sentence with, "Hey, man."
Oh yeah, right. Well, he cut it. He cut it early.
That is true. I did cut it out. Third down.
Which individual had the best weekend in the NFL?
Samuel L. Darnold. You know, he now joins the list of absolutely no other USC quarterbacks to start the Super Bowl. Sam Darnold went
Dave
14
loves LA. Dave loves it.
Sam Darnold went 14-3 last year with the Minnesota Vikings, and they somehow managed to say, yeah, he's not good enough for us. So he went to Seattle and promptly went 14-3. That's 28-6 over the last 2 seasons, not counting playoffs. That is the best record of any quarterback in the NFL. Oh, could he win the big one at the end of the season for going into San Francisco and Seattle against San Francisco? Could he beat them for the 1 seed? Well, they won. They destroyed the 49ers. Oh, now he's playing Matt Stafford. Can he win the big one? Well, yeah, destroyed. And he's 2 weeks away from being a Super Bowl champion. And by the way, has a hurt oblique. So yeah, he won.
Hey man, I think it's also Sam Darnold. I mean, that's the guy. I was critical of him. I was not a full-on believer, but you look at teams that gave up on him, and here he is in the biggest moment, in the biggest game, and I thought he was great yesterday. And he's got to do it one more time, or even just not have enough screw-ups in the Super Bowl, and he could be a Super Bowl champion. They got a lot of good stuff around him, but he had to make some big throws, and he did. I was waiting for the big mistake by Darnold. Didn't happen. All credit to him, so I think he is one of the guys for sure that I put on the list. Hey, man, of my best of the weekend.
4th down.
Which individual had the worst weekend in the NFL?
I'm gonna try to go off the rails a little bit here, but bear with me. I'm gonna say Borit Stidix. Bo Nixon.
I got it.
And Jarrett Stidham. Now, Bo Nix, because he got hurt. And, I mean, it sucks. And if Denver Bronco fans are thinking, what if? Imagine Bo Nix thinking he missed his chance to go win a Super Bowl. And is it ever going to happen again? You know, and all the things that go with it because he got hurt. He's got to be absolutely beside himself. But how about also Jarrett Stidham, who somewhere there are Bronco fans and other NFL fans that are making fun of him, that are ripping him, that are, how are you even a quarterback? Like, bro, he was just sitting there collecting a decent paycheck to keep Bo Nix's seat warm on the bench and fluff his parka when, he came to sit down. Like he wasn't trying to hurt anybody. He was just Jarrett Stidhaming. And then all of a sudden Bo Nix breaks his foot. And it's like, oh, here you go. You haven't thrown a ball in 2.5 years. Go play against one of the better defenses in the NFL in a blinding blizzard. Like, the guy tried his best, man. It just, what are you supposed to do? It's like putting Chris out there. It's gonna happen. So I feel bad for both of them. I do.
I'm gonna do another, casualty from, some more shrapnel here, getting hit by stuff where I put the Titans in as having the worst weekend. I'm going to actually go, Dave, back to Josh Allen. I know he didn't play, but that's the problem. He didn't play this weekend, and all the things we said before, like, look at this, Mahomes is out, Lamar Jackson is out. These are no Burrow. This is such a great opportunity. And then to this point, to your point, you just said Bo Nix was out. And I'm watching that game yesterday, and it was fun. It was entertaining. It was a great defensive battle. But I go, Josh Allen would have found a way to get more than 10 points. I just believe it. Yeah. And here's a game he wasn't in, and he was crushed the week before when they lost, and there was a great opportunity to get through. And I think had they gotten through, they would be going to the Super Bowl, but they didn't get through. And so when you think about the missed opportunities, it's like, well, what was next? Maybe wouldn't have been able to beat the next team. I think they would have. I think they would have found a way because it was set up really well for him. So I'm sure that was a tough watch for him yesterday.
Yeah, no,
hey, man.
That's great. It's a great man. Hey, man, why do you sound like John Gruden now? When did you become John Gruden?
Just versatile.
Yeah, you are. Jared Versatile. We'll take a break. When we come back, what's hot, what's not. We'll recap 3 in the key for Kings Cavs and Kings Pistons, and recap our Survivor version of Celebrity Pick 6, all coming up right after this.
The only place you'll find Malik Monk is Sactown Sports.
Oh my, what an athletic move, that time by Malik Monk.
Hey Sacramento, it's Malik Monk, and you're listening to the home of the Sacramento Kings, Sactown Sports.
Your local sports leader.
If your passion is bass fishing, only one radio show has the action, information, and excitement of your favorite outdoor sport. Ultimate Bass, hosted by Tournament Bass Pro and California Outdoor Hall of Famer Kent Brown, takes you live to where the fish are biting every Saturday morning. Only Ultimate Bass feeds your passion with the latest news, products, tips, and advice from the pros. Ultimate Bass with Kent Brown, Saturday mornings at 5 a.m. on Sactown Sports 1140, part of SEP's Saturday Morning Outdoors.
Country in the Park is back. May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo. Miranda Lambert. John Party. Chris Young. Turnpike Troubadours. Dylan Scott and more. Line dancing live DJs, Mechanical Bulls, huge festival area, and food trucks. Tickets start at only $68. Country in the Park. May 8th and 9th at Cal Expo with Hoblit Chrysler, Dodge Jeep and Ram Center, and Fairfield in Cal Expo. More info at CITBfest.com.
At Fisher Investments, we may seem like other money managers, but we're different.
Are you really that different than the rest of us?
We are. As a fiduciary, we always focus on what's best for our clients.
What services do you offer besides investing?
We have a team of specialists in financial planning, estate planning, and more.
Your clients rely on you for all that?
Yes, we ensure clients receive unparalleled service at every step of the relationship.
Okay, but you still sell commission-based products, right?
No, because we believe that's a conflict of interest. We prioritize service over sales goals.
So, then how do your fees work?
We have a simple and transparent fee that's a percentage of our clients' portfolios. So we do better when our clients do better.
Wow, we're more different than I thought.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at fisherinvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave here for Capital Casino, Sacramento's #1 poker room, inviting you to come join them every Wednesday for their midweek madness drawing, giving away $2,000 in total cash starting at 6 p.m. It's a safe and friendly environment, plenty of well-lit parking available, and it's conveniently located right there in downtown Sacramento. And remember, best food, best service, best games, 411 North 16th Street in downtown Sacramento. For more information, log on to capital-casino.com and gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Celebrate the new year in style with a new Honda from Stockton Honda. Whether you're shopping new or pre-owned, Stockton Honda has the selection and savings. With new Hondas in stock and ready to go, now is the time to save on your favorite Honda in person or online. CR-V, HR-V, Pilot, Accord, Civic, and Ridgeline. It's a new year with endless possibilities. Get the deals that make it easy to say yes. Upgrade and save today at Stockton Honda.
Anytime, anywhere, it's all here.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. I got to tell you, I am so excited to get this decking project started with Trex Decking and Railings. From the first time I stepped foot in the showroom last week, I was so impressed. So many color options, heat-resistant composite deck. What does that mean? That means I don't have to do any maintenance on it whatsoever. They even have a deck designer, so you can go online and see what your dream deck will look like on your house. Just visit Trex, that's Trex.com to get it started. Tell them Carmichael Dave sent you.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot. And what's not?
It's not good. Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
Who is hot?
Matthew Stafford. In yesterday's game against the Seahawks, he threw for 374 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, only the 1 sack.
Wow.
That's
pretty
hot.
good, Jason. He's pretty hot.
Yeah.
Well, then who's not?
The Los Angeles Rams. That's because Matthew Stafford is the only quarterback in NFL history to throw for 370 yards or more, throw 3 or more touchdowns, average 10 yards per pass attempt, have no turnovers, take no more than 1 sack, and yet still lose. That's regular season or playoffs.
That's not.
Facts.
By the way, guys, I forgot. I'm bringing you back presents. It's not a big deal, but this would be a big deal to me. So, look on the screen real quick. You may recognize that I wear this a lot. Well, I have one for each of you. So, I've got a couple of now. These look like hats for the Athletic. But the black hat with the white A on it, and may I just say, these are really comfortable hats. That's why I wear them all the time. Also, they go with almost everything. But it stands for ACU, as in ACU Stadium. That's Huddersfield Town's stadium sponsor. But they gave me a whole rack of hats because I mentioned they saw me wearing them. So I'm going to bring you guys back a couple. Jason, I know you probably won't ever wear it, but
why?
Well, you're not really a hat guy, are you?
That's
I guess sometimes.
Out to the baseball games or golfing, sure.
Yeah, I'm not really a hat guy.
Chris has got a beautiful head of hair he doesn't want to cover up.
It's so funny hearing Chris say, I'm not really a hat guy when
he was for 10 years.
Yeah.
Straight.
For the first few years I knew him, he was a hat guy. Like
I didn't know he had hair. I didn't know what his head looked like.
It was for medical purposes.
Medical purposes? Did you? Oh, I get it. Hey, Chris had a procedure.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Remember when I went to Turkey that one time?
Yeah.
It looks like real hair to me.
Yeah. The snaps,
I had a friend that used to
fit in nicely.
I used to work with a guy who wore a hat all the time. I swear to God, I think he wore a hat to bed.
Nah.
Like, never saw him out of the hat.
Really?
Uh-huh. Huh. Also a Boston fan, too.
I saw it one time.
The hat?
Hatless.
Honestly, you seeing that guy without a hat, and this is narrowcasting here, is kind of the equivalent of Inspector Gadget fans seeing Dr. Claw's face or He-Man fans seeing Orko without his hat. Just stuff that you never got to see, Jason.
I didn't
either. I mean, I heard this guy used to wear hats to like meetings, like with suits and stuff. So
interesting.
All right, we got a lot to get to, guys. Quit wasting time.
Oh, yeah.
Who is hot? Who is not? Let's. We got to recap 3 in the key for 2 games, by the way. 2 Kings went on the road trip. It was very, very cold. They might have got a splinter. Why was it so cold? Oh my God! It's the worst storm of the winter.
Okay,
that's 5 out of 10.
Man, nailed winter with winter. Oh, splinter with winter.
You know what, dude? That's why they call me
Rhyme and Rhyme guy.
Shel Silverstein, baby. R.I.P.
Where does this sidewalk end?
Where does it? It's where the light in the attic is.
Oh, okay. We asked on Friday, Dave, just Chris and I, just a little mini predictions. Who the Kings' high score would be on Friday against the Cavs. I said DeRozan 28. Chris said Levine 34. The correct answer was Sabonis 24. Wow. We asked for the Kings' leading rebounder. I said Sabonis 12. Chris said Westbrook 9. It was Sabonis with 16. And then our random stat, I said Dennis Schroeder would get a double-double. Chris said Cardwell would have more than 2 blocks. Cardwell had 2 blocks. Not more than. And Schroeder's double-double, he had 21 points, but 4 boards and 4 assists. But there was another game, and that was yesterday, Kings and Pistons.
I talked to my son Mason yesterday. I said, hey, buddy, man, I really missed him. Oh, I better pause real quick because we got to do a who's hot and who's not about the Pistons.
Chris?
I think about it when the song starts, guys.
Dave, that might have been your best one yet.
You're so stupid.
We asked same questions for the Sunday game. Who would be the Kings' high score? I said Westbrook 23. Chris said DeRozan 28. It was Monk with 19.
Chris is like the Joaquin Phoenix in Gladiator, where like he sticks his fist out, and I don't know if it's going to be a thumbs. Every time I think it's going to be a thumbs up, it's a thumbs down, and every time I think it's going to be a thumbs down, it turns into a thumbs up. That's how I felt there. Back to you.
Kings leading rebounder. I said Sabonis 14. Chris said Reno with 11. It was Cardwell with 9. And then our random stat, I said Russ would pass Hakeem Olajuwon on the all-time scoring list for 14th. He was going to need a big 2 days. That did not happen. And Chris said Schroeder would get another technical. That didn't happen, though he was involved in a play where the player that taunted him got a technical. But yeah, anyway, those are our random stats. Close. Close.
It's quite a few random stats.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
One more thing we got to get to.
Yes.
And all year long in the NFL, Jason, you have done a masterful job with our celebrity pick six. It's really been one of my favorite moments of the show because I don't know what's coming, and then it comes, and then I'm super excited, and then we have a great segment.
Yeah.
And that has now morphed into the postseason where you have done a celebrity pick six survivor pool. So it's been whittled down, but there's still a lot of folk alive. So who made it this weekend?
Yeah, let's find out. We were down to 10. Remember, if they pick a team and they advance, that's good, but you just can't pick that team again. So it makes it a little bit tighter here. We get to championship weekend. So we're going to start with the G-Man, the voice of the Kings, Gary Gerald, one of our 10 celebrities that was still remaining. He selected, Dave, the New England Patriots.
Oh.
So the G-Man is heading to the Super Bowl.
Wow. Good for you, G-Man.
Greg Vaughn.
Bump your booty out there, brother.
Greg Vaughn, he had selected the Seattle Seahawks. He is heading to the Super Bowl.
Gross.
Hey.
Why? You don't like Greg Vaughn?
Pick the Seahawks.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Jerry Reynolds, everybody's favorite, Jer Bear. He selected the New England Patriots.
Bump your booty out there, brother.
So our first three are moving on to the Super Bowl. Pat Still, Hall of Famer from down the hall. Dave, he selected the Denver Broncos.
A shameful performance.
He gone.
The team that won is literally his name. How does he not pick them?
He took the Pats Still the week before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Member of really the highest growing squad out there, the Verlade squad, Chris Verlade.
Oh, God.
Celebrity extraordinaire. Dave, I know it'll pain you if he gets to the Super Bowl. He selected the Denver Broncos.
Whoa. Remember when you asked me in your office and I picked the Seahawks?
Yeah, and then remember when you go, no, I'm changing it to the Denver Broncos.
Don't recall that.
Oh.
Don't recall that.
Wow.
He gone.
He is, it's kind of funny. It's like it's like if you were telling me like a ghost moved out of my house. I don't believe in ghosts. They weren't ever there. So nothing changes.
You see, Dave, this is a win for me. I'm a man of principle.
What?
I couldn't in good conscience pick either the Seahawks or the Patriots because I don't like them. I wish I could say the same for you.
Also, you were never in the competition because you're a member of the
got
program.
invited. It's an invitation competition.
You know what?
He finished in first, 5-1.
Guess what? I could get invited to the Victoria's Secret bikini off and
contest, and if you win, you win.
And I'm going to get there, and they're going to say, you're not a Victoria's Secret model. You're not allowed to I could have a friend invite me to bat fourth for the Seattle Mariners. I could show up at the clubhouse. They're going to be like, LOL.
But what if that friend is the manager?
But that friend doesn't define what is and isn't a baseball player.
They put you in the lineup.
I would say a celebrity would know another celebrity.
No celebrities are on the show. Greg Vaughn is a celebrity. He hit home runs. Jerry Reynolds is a celebrity. He's a GM and a coach.
Oh, I am a celebrity because who did I say was the Christopher Lott of the Sacramento Kings?
Scott Perry.
You said you said Dylan Cardwell was the Christopher Lott of the Sacramento
it's in his office. Yeah.
That's exactly it. And in his dunk against the Cavs on Friday, he did my celebration where I touched my lips, chest, and then go to the sky. He did that same celebration. He watches the show.
He's an homage. And the chatters really wanted Chris to win this whole thing?
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
Yes, they did.
Well, he's gone, Dave, so nonetheless, you don't have to worry about that.
Damn right he is. Sucker.
Henry Turner, the high flyer, selected the Seattle Seahawks. He has moved on to the next round.
That's a deep one.
Booty out there, brother.
Life coach, former King, UC Davis basketball coach Jim Les took the New England Patriots. He has moved on.
Bump your booty out there, brother.
More like Jim, more games for you to pick from next couple weeks in the Super Bowl. Jim Moore, not less. Playoffs. Okay, all right. Okay, I get it. From 3,500 miles away, I get it.
Herky the Hornet, little stinger.
Let's go.
Big stinger. Either way, was looking really good. 5-1 in the regular season. Had a good layout here. It took the Denver Broncos.
A shameful performance.
Ken
Stinger's
Korak
down.
Ken Korak, who had the rough regular season performance, was trying to bounce back here in the postseason, took the Denver Broncos.
A shameful performance.
And last but not least, of our 10 remaining celebrities, Coach Carter, the new coach, Zoe Carter, over at Sac State, the football coach, took Denver Broncos.
A shameful performance.
We've been cut in half, Dave. We've got the G-Man, Greg Vaughn, Jerry Reynolds, Henry Turner, and Jim Les. But can I add on a little more here?
Sure.
Based on the way this has gone, those guys have all advanced. But when we get to Super Bowl Sunday and the Super Bowl week, based on who they've picked, Jerry Reynolds will not have a team to pick.
Oh.
Henry Turner will not have a team to pick.
Oh.
So it's going to be between the G-Man, Greg Vaughn, and Jim Les to see who is our Celebrity Survivor champion.
And I believe that they all can only pick one team, correct?
Correct. The G-Man can pick Seattle. Jim Les can pick Seattle. Greg Vaughn will have to pick the Patriots.
So I'm assuming we're going to need total points too, right?
We will from G-Man and Jim Les. Yeah, because they have the same team to see who our champion will be. How good do you feel that it will not be Chris?
Oh, man. You know, I was going to fly home this Sunday. I won't need a plane. Let's put it that way. We'll take a break. When we come back, the final hour of the program, Super Bowl 60 is set. We will go around the NBA as well. Final hour coming up to you right after this.
This is Bill Cartwright. Join us Thursday, February 5th at the Golden One Center for the Sacramento Sports Hall of Fame celebration.
This is the story of the One. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Never have I ever called my sister from the finish line of my first marathon. Hello?
You won't believe where I am.
Are you running?
Mile 26. I'm gonna make it.
Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e with its advanced camera system on us. Plus, 2 lines for just $30 a line.
Guys, I can't believe it.
I knew you could do it, babe.
That was amazing.
Mom, how do you feel?
I feel great. I can't feel my feet. Let's take a picture. And then you may carry me to the car.
Share every stride, every mile, every memory on America's best network. Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e on us and 2 lines for just $30 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 2 eligible port-ins on Essentials 55 Plus for well-qualified customers with autopay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 128 gigabytes, $599.99 required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 1H 2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
2 iconic comedians. 1 night of laughs. David Spade, Dana Carvey.
In 1998, they invented the cordless mic. Now let me just, listen, Paramount Theater, let's not jump on trends.
Even in the best marriage, at one point, you look over and go, not my best choice.
Friday, February 27th, the venue at Thunder Valley. Tickets on sale now at visitthundervalleyresort.com. David Spade and Dana Carvey together.
What's going on? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram in Woodland. What's happening, Chad, for the Start Something New sales event?
There's no better way to start the year than in a new 2026 Ram 1500 Crew Cab. And right now you can save up to $14,000 off MSRP or save thousands with 0% financing for 60 months and still get the $7,000 Hoblet discount.
Wow, I love that you still have 0% financing available and that you still get the Hoblet discount.
That's why Hoblet has won dozens of customer service awards, and as a 5th-generation dealer, when you buy from Hoblet, you become part of the family. You will not find a better combination of savings and selection with over 400 new Rams available.
Search, select, and save through the whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$14,000 total net savings on select new 2026 Ram 1500 Laramie after $7,000 factory rebates and $7,000 dealer discounts. Rebates include $2,000 select inventory cash on select inventory, $1,000 SFS bonus cash, must finance through Stellantis, and $500 on the job upfit, must show eligible upfit. 5 is net savings, see dealer for details.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Yep. Yep. What do we do, Bob? Welcome back. Hey, final hour of the program on a Monday. Just kind of flew through. Want to remind you, Matt and Kayla coming up at 10 a.m. We'll be cross-talking with them. Around
Maddie.
About 40 minutes. Do we have a Kayla drop yet?
No, we need one, right?
Not yet.
What will be a Kayla? Does anything ever say Kayla? We'll have to think about that. Chris always knows. I'm sure he's probably thinking right now, downloading 17 movie lines in his head from
I can't think of a Kayla in a movie.
Kayla. Well, somebody out there will know. We'll get a Kayla drop. We'll be cross-talking with them. We'll be pitching them on the new Matt and Kayla show from 6 to 7, also 10 to 2. Right. I like to call it the Matt and Kayla pregame.
Mm-hmm.
The warm-up, if you will. And then you, Jason, you and I, we take the baton, 7 to, what did we say, 7 to 10?
Yeah.
So,
that works.
God, could you imagine being able to sleep in every day like that? Oh. It's a good call.
It's a very good call. I like that call.
I like that.
I've got a question for you, Dave.
Oh,
You're
wow.
so used to like waking up at like 4 and 7 for the games over here. Does it seem weird when you go over to the UK and it starts at like, are you just like waiting all day?
Yes. No, it's insane and I don't like it. I really don't. So last Saturday, for example, 2 days ago, It was a 12:30 kickoff, I think,
which is 4:30 here.
Yeah,
but that's not so bad there.
No.
12:30, not waiting all day.
Yeah, no, he's right. 4:30. Yeah, so that's great because it's like I get up at a 4:30 a.m. game. I'll get up, have my coffee, trudge outside, turn the TV on, and then I'm up, like game's on, and now I'm either in a great mood or a bad mood all day. Well, Saturday, there's this whole lead up, and then holy crap, dude. They played what's called a derby, which we would say derby, which is basically two local rivals. So like Kings Warriors would be the closest Sacramento has to a derby, as we call it. So this was against Bradford. The thing is, though, Bradford hasn't been in the same league as Huddersfield in years. So this is the first time they've played in a while. Holy crap, dude. Do these fans hate they hate each other, dude. It's I don't know how to describe it, man. We don't have anything like that in America. Like, I can't stand Laker fans, but like I don't instantly feel the need to beat the crap out of them every time I see them. They hate each other. And like 4 minutes into the game, one of their guys pushed one of our guys kind of in the back, and our dude gets up and just shoves him to the ground. There's a whole fracas. Like, it was like blood was in the air, man. This thing was back more. And then we won one, great win. I'd never seen the atmosphere like that here before. And I find myself going, it really is something I can't get my head around. And this isn't just an English soccer thing. I feel like I don't think you could be a bigger fan of the Kings than me. Same with you guys. I feel like I couldn't be a bigger Niner fan or a Florida State fan or a Giants. Like, I love my teams. I really do. But let's just take the Kings, right? It is so foreign to me that Warriors fans would have to be bussed in to Golden One Center. And then when the bus arrives from some neutral site they bust in from, like, they all have to meet up at like Gym Boys. And then this bus full of Warrior fans gets bussed over to Golden One Center, where they arrive with a police escort so that they could get escorted into section 212, which is the only part of the arena they're allowed in. They have their own concessions and bathrooms. And then between sections 211 and 212 and 212 and 213, there are lines of security, because half the game, they're not watching the game. They're chanting at at Kings fans who are chanting back at them and like trying to get them to, fight them at the local pub or whatever. And then after the game, same thing. Kings fans win. Let's say the Kings win. As the Warrior fans are getting back on their bus, Kings fans are gathered around security, yelling and screaming at them to go back to their hellhole they live in. Maybe a beer can or two gets thrown, whatever. And then they get on the bus and they leave, except for the few poor people that have to take the damn train. And then there's all kinds of dust ups in the city center. Like, how can you like a team? I don't even know about like a team. How can you want? I just don't get the violence.
Right.
I really don't, man.
Yeah. Well, it's unique. You said, like, it's unique to that area as opposed to, I mean, we have people that don't like other teams, opposing teams, and so on and so forth. But yeah, that seems just genuine.
Just imagine hating a team so much that you want to beat them up.
Right.
I don't know. It's a little weird to me, but I'm sure they would say over there, it's because I don't understand it. You're right. I don't. Oh God. From the text line, 916-339-1140. Hey guys, I'm listening on delay, but the Stinger segment is so funny to me because I actually, oh no.
Yes.
Earlier, just to recap for those of you who just joined us, we were talking about this guy said he got stung by a bee in his eyeball. And I said for men, that would be the second worst place to get stung. You can all assume the worst place.
Yeah, this is quite a story here.
I'm actually listening on delay, but the stinger segment is so funny because I actually got stung exactly where you're speaking of. I was a driver and I had to go to the bathroom really bad. There were some portable bathroom. God, there were some portable. I physically just crossed my legs.
I know, but it gets worse.
There were some portable bathrooms on the side of the freeway, and I had to pull over. Upon walking up, I noticed a wasp's nest on the outside, but because I had to go, I said, screw it. I opened the door, and there were like 3 or 4 in there, but they didn't react to me. So I just went. I wasn't a threat to them. God. Oh, feels like one of those like viewer discretion advised stories. I wasn't a threat to them, but in midstream, one wasp was attracted to the stream and started hovering around that region. I started getting nervous, but it was hovering like a helicopter, and in slow motion, all of a sudden, it struck. I couldn't even finish. I swiped it off and ran out screaming. I was in pain for 4 or 5 days. This was 100% the worst pain ever. I would rather get kicked there than ever get stung again. Oh my God.
Oh, God! Oh, God!
Yep.
Oh, what's in the bathroom? Okay, a few things. Number one, I would like some follow-up from this texter because I have questions, dude. I do. You have to pee super bad. I understand that. As soon as I see wasps anywhere near the porta potty, that's my signal to thank my lucky stars that I'm a man, because we have that advantage.
Mm-hmm.
And I can just activate Captain Winkle and tinkle. Like, I would have gone, why did you go in? And then you go in there and there's still like 3 or 4 wasps. Dude, why don't you go to like behind him or to the side of him or something?
Well, and again, I don't know this person. I don't know the situation. I know we've all had that feeling like, oh my gosh, I have to go. He obviously had to go so badly he pulled over. I would be leery of the wasp, but part of me, Dave, would go, let me get inside. I'm safe inside. But the second, to your point, the second I see 1, or he said 3 or 4 were in there, it's weird. You can, as badly as you had to go, you can kind of shock yourself into not having to go for a 10 seconds.
That's true.
And so it's
That's
like, all right,
true.
now I'm getting out of what looks like a more a worse situation. And then, like you said, the advantage of being a man, a tree, a car, behind the outhouse, somewhere else.
Also, was there medical attention administered? Like, did he have to imagine rolling into the doctor or the Med 7 and being like, I got a sting on my thing? I would not.
Why did you get an accent?
I don't know. And then thirdly,
Captain,
is there a different type of treatment? Is there gauze?
Well, what's the one? Yeah, I don't know if it's a
Neosporin?
No, is it like folklore or whatever? But isn't tobacco supposed to work?
Is
No, I'm not kidding.
Really?
Isn't there a thing with like bee stings and tobacco?
Really?
I could be. I heard that before. I don't know if I'm making that up.
Oh.
Texters, chatters. Let me know if that's real.
I mean, listen, dude, I'm sorry. And you're right. You can be scared enough to where it scares it back in. I've done that. I mean, I've been in that situation before, like, not scared, but like, you ever been in okay, so that's number one, right?
How about Campeo says an experienced driver always keeps a bottle in the cab.
Oh, well, yeah, that's the Dumb and Dumber scene, right? Where he's filling up the...
Yes.
Applying moist tobacco to a bee sting is a folk remedy believed to ease pain and draw out venom due to nicotine's numbing effect.
Oh. So if I ever get stung there, break open a smoke and
a small amount of chewing tobacco or cigarette tobacco is moistened with water or saliva to form a paste or wad.
So the next time someone offers you a can of dip, you don't know where that's been.
You don't know where that's going. You never know when you're going to need to roll your stuff in it.
What'd you call it?
Can of Copenhagen.
Captain Winkle.
But haven't you ever like okay, so he had to go number one, but haven't you ever been in that situation and you thought like you weren't going to make it, but you had to go the other one and you were like sweating?
Okay,
and
Pat.
And then, but then, no, we all hate that. But then, like, here's the one I really hate. And then by the time you get home, it's gone. Where'd it go?
Yeah, right.
But you're like, I don't have to. Is there a third tank?
Right. It was DEFCON, whatever, and now it's like, where? Yeah. What happened?
It was a torpedo,
Yeah.
and the firing solution was plotted.
Yes.
The torpedo bays were opened. And usually when you get home, remember, it goes into that other tank that you only have like 10 seconds before, but you get home and you're like, oh, finally. And then you're like, wait, what?
Yeah, that other tank's a quick evacuation chamber.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. God dang, man. That poor guy. Well, anyways, I'm glad you pointed that one out to me, Jason.
Sorry.
I mean, I don't know. Bee stings and Jack Daniels. I'm just saying. But one time, the girlfriend I had before my wife, her name was Becky. This is the karaoke bartender. We went camping with my brother and his wife and her family. I don't know where we went, but it was someplace, campy, foresty, whatever the hell. Anyways, my brother and I were off on a hike with a couple other people, and she stayed behind. And she went with his. So she went with his father-in-law. Okay. They went down to the stream or whatever to wash plates. I don't know. They went down to the damn stream. So they're doing all that. And I guess at one point she has to go potty, right? So she goes into the woods or whatever. And this is told to me. All of a sudden, his father-in-law just starts hearing screaming, and he runs and finds where she's running. Apparently she peed on a beehive, and they
Stingers
all started. They went stingers all the way up and did their thing. And so here he is, like, trying to help her. She's trying to pull her pants on, and here's this old man like fanning bees away from her rear end. And they'd literally met the day before. And then we left because she was so embarrassed. There was no consoling her, man. She couldn't stay. She was like, oh, it's funny. You'll laugh about this in years.
Think she
didn't laugh
yet?
about it. I haven't checked in with her in a while.
Maybe time.
Hold on, what time is it? Oh, Mel's in school. That's fine. I don't know how Mel would feel about me check. I should, though. Actually, I think I still know how to get a hold of her. I haven't talked to her in a very long time. She'd be like, hey, remember when you got all the stings in your butt? Is that funny now? I'll let you know what she says. Super Bowl 60 is set. The Niners will be hosting. Do they host? Do they have anything? Not the players, but like, is there still Niner personnel probably doing things?
Yeah. I think I don't say they have to. I think they do. I believe so. I mean, unless maybe at this point, I'm sure the NFL takes over.
Yeah. I wonder if that would suck if they had to. You had to have like at least 3 players there to greet them. They're literally hosting like top hats, and they have to like stay with some of the players in their house, like back when you had basketball camp. Either way,
I know that's being made a thing, and I get it for Niner fans. You're a Niner fan. You didn't want to see the Rams celebrating in Santa Clara or now Seattle. But can I flip that? Let's just say this was a year that the Niners were going to win the Super Bowl, and let's take Santa Clara out of the equation. To me, if you were a Niner fan, Dave, and the Niners won the Super Bowl, I don't believe you would even care where the game was played. But if we want to do it that way, where would be the best place for you as a Niner fan to celebrate a Niner Super Bowl?
Lumen Field in Seattle, probably.
That you would just be extra.
Gross.
I'm
win the
just saying,
Super Bowl, it's supposed to be like a celebration. You can't just go to an awful place.
I'm trying to answer it in the spirit of how he's asking. Like of all the,
like it would mean more. I mean, obviously you would probably pick home first, right? Santa Clara,
of course.
Okay,
home number 1.
Yeah,
Seattle 2, SoFi 3.
Okay, Arizona,
But,
you don't really care. It's just that. Then everything else after that is just your team won the Super Bowl. That's cool.
Yeah, like if you could, other than at Levi's Stadium, if you could pick me personally, a place I would like to watch the Niners win the Super Bowl and then celebrate, there's only one choice if you take rivalries out of the equation, and I think you know what the obvious Super Bowl location would be.
New Orleans?
Absolutely. Are you kidding me?
Okay, now
New Orleans.
Now I do like this. I'm thinking of if the NBA had that situation
neutral?
where it was a neutral court, like if the Kings won in Seattle, that would be pretty incredible. With Seattle not having a team too.
So they have a random location. They're having the NBA Finals in Seattle without a team.
God, that would be dude. That would be like having where are you having Christmas dinner? The orphanage. Like that would just be. That would be
just the same.
That would be so mean. Probably
more Goose
meaner.
Kids. Oh, what am I talking about?
Well, if you think about it, meaner, because they've only been orphans for 8 years on average. They haven't had basketball in 15 years. And now you're having the finals in their city, the stupid Climate Pledge Arena? No, I wanted it in New
so
Orleans.
Sweet.
Well, yeah, because you're a hater. I'm not saying you shouldn't be. I'm saying
you wouldn't want it on the Lakers court?
That would be second choice. No, that would be my first choice.
Warriors?
Second choice.
How about that? At least it's closer, too, for Kings fans.
Yeah. But we all know that if there was a neutral site, it would probably be Vegas.
Yeah.
You know that's what they do.
But I take our Summer League champions.
That's right. Just give me the Super Bowl in New Orleans. Let's see the Niners win. I don't want to deal with the Seahawks winning because I don't know. I don't know which. Do we know which one gets the Niners locker room? Is it Seattle because they're NFC?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was going to be Seattle or the Rams. Seattle gets it. And do you think football does this? Obviously, because they plan Super Bowls out years in advance. It becomes such a big theater, but it's the only sport that does it this way. Should the other sports do it that way, or should the NFL go back to this game would be? I don't know how they would do the tiebreaker. Both teams are 14-3. Now, I know the risk why they don't want to have it potentially in New England or Seattle, I guess, is terrible weather, but there's no guarantees that Santa Clara could just be really wet or cold, or I don't know if fog would matter too much, but
I think if it was.
Must be fidgeting with the cord again.
Did you fidget with the cord, Dave? Did he fidget with the cord? I think he must have. Is he still there?
Yeah, he's still there. Camera's still there.
Huh. It's like there's that little digitizing thing. That's what happened the last time.
100% fidgeted with the cord, and I'm sorry. I'm being honest, dude, I did. Because wait, we were talking about. Oh, I would go for your whole Super Bowl theory, right? If it was a 7-game series, which I must say I'm 100% for. If
a 7-game Super Bowl series,
dude, let's go.
So half the season.
Hey, let me tell you something. You want to win?
You just want more content for 7 more weeks.
Well, duh. But also, can you imagine? Okay, I know we got a break. Just can we spend 1 minute on this? You get to the Super Bowl, and now it's 4 to 7 games, alternating locations each week. By the way. Alternating back and forth. And it's Seattle versus the Patriots going back and forth for a minimum of 4 games to where you actually know who the champion is. No, you can have an off day. That's fine. Cool. You get 3 more shots. 4 more shots. I would go for that. Are you guys telling me you would vote that down?
Yes.
Why?
Why, Chris?
Because that's half a season.
Whatever. We'd have a minimum. Okay. All right. Fine. What if they shorten the season from 17 to 14?
So then it would be more than half the season.
Well, yeah, dude. But also you're shortening games. or seasons.
What if they played double headers?
Oh my God. Can you imagine though, guys? We are here live in New England
for game 3.
For game 7 of the NFL Super Bowl playoff series. Brought to you by Stover's.
Because every player has CTE. I mean, my goodness.
Yeah. Oh, can you imagine that? Just
game 7, two third-string quarterbacks.
Yeah. Yes,
going head to head.
Best abilities, availability. How about the food, guys?
Canadian Football League. Your starting quarterback.
You get 7 possible Super Bowl Sundays, guys. All the food.
You know, I think it would lose some of its flair.
Well, I think you're stupid.
It's always about the food.
It'd be more flair. It'd be Ric Flair.
Woo!
All right, fine. We'll take a break. Always shooting down my good ideas. When we get back, what's on deck? Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing. We'll clean up some fun facts we've been keeping in our back pocket and more right here on Sactown Sports.
On the move? Got somewhere to be?
Take Sacramento Kings basketball with you. The Sactown Sports app will let you stay connected to your passion. Never miss a moment of Sacramento Kings basketball with the Sactown Sports app.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Guys, if your energy is low, your strength isn't what it used to be, or your drive feels off, it's not just getting older. For many men, it's low testosterone. At Revive Men's Health Sacramento, you can start with a free T-check, exam, and consultation, so you get real answers about your testosterone levels and overall health. And this month only, qualified patients may receive 25% off testosterone replacement therapy. This isn't guesswork or one-size-fits-all treatment. Revive specializes in personalized, closely monitored testosterone care designed to help men feel stronger, sharper, and more like themselves again. With over 120,000 patients treated since 2011, Revive Men's Health is trusted for results, not hype. If you've been putting this off, now is the time to act. Claim your free T-check and consultation and see if you qualify for 25% off TRT. This month only. Call 916-619-3000. That's 916-619-3000. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Terms apply, must medically qualify.
Hey, this is Greg Papa. Are you working through a major insurance claim? SunPoint Public Adjusters can help. SunPoint prepares, presents, and negotiates your claim with the insurance company, working only for you, making sure you get everything you're entitled to, not what just some adjuster working for an insurance company thinks you should get. Call SunPoint today at 888-247-7865 or contact us at sunpoint.us. SunPoint Public Adjusters, the gold standard in public adjusting.
License number 2N14884.
When a person is seriously injured, there's no substitute for the personal legal relationship offered by the local NorCal firm of Ashton & Price. From the first attorney meeting, every important decision is made with a direct consultation with, and I can't believe I have to say this, a real, live, experienced, flesh and blood local attorney. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton & Price, serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries with no fee until we win. For the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
With Progressive's Name Your Price tool, you can choose the best coverage option for you. Because you know you. Like, you know you can't cook. You're not one of those people who say that they can, but when people come over for dinner, they find out the hard way, you can't. You can't even microwave popcorn, and that's literally just one button. Plus, measuring and patience are huge parts of cooking, and that's just not you. Only you know you. So get coverage options within your budget with Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Pricing coverage match limited by state law.
You're still grooving, still connecting, still loving, still turning up, still thriving. You still got it, but your immune system, it weakens as you age. That's where vaccines come in. They help train and strengthen your immune response to fight off respiratory illnesses like flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, or COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Book in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is going to be fun.
It's time for What's on Deck. Brought to you by Trex Decking and Railing.
All right, let's take a look at what's coming up today. It's basketball. Tipping off in about an hour because of the weather conditions that much of the eastern, Midwest, and East Coast have been dealing with. A little bit of the South as well. Pacers at Hawks. Let's go, Pacers. Come on. Well, they lost 9 in a row. Come on, man. Sixers at Hornets. That's a noon tip-off. Blazers, Celtics. Lakers, Bulls, Grizz, Rockets. Warriors. And the Timber Pups. By the way, Timberwolves have lost, I believe, 5 in a row.
Wow.
What's going on there? Tied with the Kings for losing streak.
Oh, okay.
Losing streak.
Yeah, because those that are doing their standings watch, Dave, the Kings now are just, one half game out of dead last in the NBA. Closer to dead last than they are to, what is that spot? They're 25th? I don't know.
Are they really? Is it that close? I thought they were like the 4th worst record.
Well, they are, but they're by themselves at 12-35, a half game behind them. Pelicans, a half game behind them, or the Pacers, a half game behind them, or the Wizards.
Let's go. And we have the second worst point differential in the league. That should count. That should factor into the draft.
There you go. So really, the last game of this trip might be your biggest game to watch. And the Kings close out at the Wizards.
And the Wizards are going to want revenge.
Yeah.
That was a very testy back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Kings have a 48.1% chance as of right now for a top 4 pick, number 1 overall. I think we'd all love the number 1 pick, but really want to get into the top 3. And while we're at it, we haven't done this in a while. Let's go ahead and simulate the lottery. And I'm going to hit it again just because Chris did the thing. And stop. Jesus, guys, I can't even. I'm not even going to front, as the kids say. I hit the lottery button 3 times.
Okay.
All 3 times, the Sacramento Kings are picking in exactly the same place.
4th?
I got to say that, honestly, this particular lottery outcome might actually be the worst possible case.
Okay.
Just overall.
What do you got?
So all 3 times I hit it, the Kings are picking 7th.
Okay.
Dropping 3 spots. As if that was not enough. Again, this is if the season ended today. The number 1 pick in the draft goes to a team that rises 10 spots. The Oklahoma City Thunder via the LA Clippers.
Wow.
Number 2, moving up 1 spot, Atlanta via New Orleans. Chicago moves 10 spots up to number 4. And Atlanta picks 13. Their pick goes to San Antonio.
Man.
So OKC would get 1. Atlanta would get 2. San Antonio would get 13. So literally the Oklahoma City Thunder would pick 6 spots ahead of the Sacramento Kings.
I've never done this.
What do they even
simulate the lottery?
What do they do?
Yeah, what do they do?
I don't. Oof. Who does the Thunder pick? Because Darren Peterson's supposed to be number 1, but hey, they've got a point guard.
Right.
He's pretty good.
Dang, I just did it for the first time too, and I got 7th as well.
Oh, dear God.
With the Hornets getting number 1, the Hawks 2, the Nets 3, Mavs 4.
But if they lose all their games, I mean,
yeah,
they should be.
Right.
Okay, you can't bring up an argument based on a tankathon simulated lottery. Okay, we're not.
Oh, you can't.
No, it's not.
What if
okay.
What if I make an argument based off of them having a worse record before?
No, that was one time, dude.
Oh, twice.
And by the way, you got Tyreek Evans, Rookie of the Year.
Rookie of the Year.
Foolproof.
Move over, Michael Jordan.
Move over, LeBron. 25-5. I have a visual picture here as opposed to an audio picture. Okay. I don't know why I said that. It's the last time each team in the NFC made it to the championship game. So you have the Giants in 2011 and the Bears in 2010. Bears were one game away from making it, and the Giants are on the rise. And then you have to go to 2009, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2000, 99, 98, 97, 96, 95. That's how big the gap is between the Bears in 2010 and the Dallas Cowboys. Wow. The last time the Cowboys made an NFC championship game, not a Super Bowl, not won a Super Bowl.
And everyone else has?
Every single one. The Bears have gone the longest, and that was 2010. The Giants, second longest, 2011. Then you go all the way to 2015 when the Panthers and the Cardinals both made it. The Falcons did it in 16, the Vikings in 17, the Saints in 18, and then everybody, Packers, Bucks, everybody else has made it since. Good job, Jerry Jones.
Wow.
Like, here's the funniest thing of all. Jerry Jones is in the NFL Hall of Fame and Robert Kraft is not. Like, I'm not a Robert. I have no love for Robert. I don't care about Robert Kraft, but in what world of fairness?
Right.
And I understand there's more than just, winning Super Bowls and Jerry's doing things. But like Robert Kraft, my goodness. This will be the first time since the 2002 season that both the FBS champion and NFL champion were led by a head coach within his first 2 seasons with the team. In 2002, the Ohio State Buckeyes did it with Jim Tressel in his second season. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers did it with John Gruden in his first season. Yeah, you know that guy. Devontae Adams is 0-5 now in conference championship games. That is the second most losses without a win by any player since the round was created in 1970 behind John Cappelletti.
Dolphins.
John Cappelletti in 1970.
Former Penn State guy.
Probably.
I think.
The Patriots are the first team in NFL history to make the Super Bowl in 5 consecutive decades. Speaking of the Cowboys, they last won a Super Bowl in 96. 6 years later, Drake May was born.
Wow.
The Patriots won 6 Super Bowls with Brady and Belichick. Now May is taking them back to the Super Bowl, all before the Cowboys ever got back to a conference championship. Speaking of Drake May, this is a quote from an article on this. The final play of the game, I believe it was 3rd down for the Pats, final real play before the kneel down. At the snap, Drake May turned right into the backfield, but never took his hands off the ball. As Ramondre Stevenson opened his arms for the carry, Drake May peeled the other way and broke from the play design. Quote, I hit my block, and all the defenders started running the other way, said Pat center Garrett Bradbury. I was like, what? Oh, my God. 4 seconds and 7 yards later, Drake May crossed the first down marker on the Patriots sideline. His little secret had clinched the AFC title. Bradbury said, after the game, Drake's like, I debated telling you guys if I was going to keep it or not. I decided not to tell you.
Huh.
The only person that knew May was going to run a bootleg was Drake May. He broke the play.
Wow.
So if you see Drake May riding around at the Super Bowl with one of those motorcycles with the sidecar, you know what the sidecar's for, and it's not his feet.
Yeah. Broken play May.
Another reason to hate Boston. Boston teams have not gone more than 1 year since 2000 without playing in a game or series that could either send them to the finals or Super Bowl. Like, they haven't gone a year. Every year, one of their teams is playing in a series that could send them or is in the finals.
They've had it rough.
And you know, the funny thing is that, like, you listen to, like, tune in a random November or whatever month you want to WEEI in Boston, and, you know, Mackey in Cloudchester is whining about this guy needing to get fired.
Cloudchester.
Say hello to your mother.
We talked about the stat before. We should talk about it again before we go to break here. The last 3 times a new pope was elected, the Seahawks have made the Super Bowl as the number 1 seed. Pope Benedict in 2005, they went to the Super Bowl. Pope Francis in 2013, they went to the Super Bowl. And Pope Leo of Chicago, the Chicago Pope.
The Chicago Pope.
This year. Yep. And all 3 times Seattle was the number 1 seed. I guarantee you, however, if we were talking about the Bears in the Super Bowl this year, that would probably be the craziest thing, because all we would be talking about is how the first American Pope from Chicago is seeing the Bears in the Super Bowl in his first year Pope.
Church here is going to be on Saturday because I got a game to go to. Me, the Chicago Pope.
Okay, right as we break, quick question. If the Bears were in the Super Bowl, does Pope Leo attend?
No.
Jason?
Yes, throws out the first pitch. Kicks the first field goal.
100%. And doing the halftime show.
Yes, with Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny and the Pope.
We'll take a break. Speaking of, that was the original name for the midday show. We decided on Matt and Kayla, and they are joining us right after this.
The Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter right to your email. Get your latest on the Sacramento Kings, athletics, and Republic FC with the Sactown Sports 1140 newsletter. Visit SactownSports.com to join.
I can't believe how spotless my floors look after using the Swiffer Power Mop. No more dragging around a heavy mop and messy bucket. Now I get the same deep clean without all the work. Thanks to the powerful solution and scrubbing pad of the Swiffer Power Mop, dirt and grime don't stand a chance, and I don't break a sweat. Mic drop. Mop drop.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
A smarter way to mop. Try it or your money back.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-511-4545. That's 800-511-4545.
Amy Cox did something smart. She saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. And with that money, she decided to treat herself to an anti-aging red light mask. Will she look like a horror movie villain every night? Yes. Will her boyfriend Kevin be scarred for life? That's certainly a risk. But it's Amy's savings, and if she's willing to risk her relationship for smooth, wrinkle-free skin, well, bye-bye, Kevin. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
How do you stay humble when you're America's #1 wiper blade? That's what we're currently dealing with at Rain-X. Is it even possible to humble brag when you bully Mother Nature like we do? Do we sound too conceited if we keep repeating how Rain-X is the #1 brand of wiper blades in America? No, we'll take a lesson from our wipers and just keep doing our job with humility. As America's #1 wiper blade. Rain-X. Outsmart the elements.
What's up? We're talking to my friend Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Chad, tell everybody what's happening for the Start Something New sales event.
Kick off the new year exploring all California has to offer when you save up to $9,000 off MSRP on the new 2026 Jeep Wrangler Willys. This modern blend of nostalgia and military-inspired styling, coupled with enhanced off-road capability, is the epitome of what Jeep has always been.
It's great seeing this modern take on everything that has made a Jeep a Jeep.
I love how they're celebrating their Jeep history, and you can't miss the Jeep DNA everywhere you look. Whatever you're looking for, Hoblet is the place to go. From new Jeep Willys to hundreds of certified pre-owned vehicles at the Hoblet Certified Pre-Owned Supercenter, with over 100 vehicles under $30,000.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
9,000 total net savings on select new 2026 Jeep Wrangler Willys after 4,500 factory rebates and 4,500 dealer discounts. Rebates include 3,500 select inventory cash on select inventory, 1,000 Conquest bonus cash for eligible non-SFS owners or lessees. 5% savings. See dealer for details.
It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
Yeah, this is none of those things. And now, here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross. Oh, yeah.
Hey, where's Dave?
Dave's not here, man.
I hear him. I don't see him.
Is that a reference you get? Dave's not here, man. You don't get
Not a
that.
chance in the world.
I have never heard that before in my life.
Matt asked, is Dave still with us?
Yeah, is Dave still with us?
I didn't die.
Well,
Jeez.
You never know.
Kayla, we're trying to find a drop for you.
Yeah.
Oh, you could do
We-
my snort. I
That's
guess
my
I
favorite
don't do
thing.
it on air, though.
No, that's my favorite thing about you so far. Is you're a smarter.
what's your favorite thing about me? Dave?
Are you still with us?
Disconnect? Man.
What's our Matt drop, Chris?
Me, Maddie.
You knew
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, I knew it. That was a rhetorical question, Matt.
Spell rhetorical.
RHETORICAL.
Nice.
What's next?
Dave
Yeah,
is the
better
spelling bee
brain
champion.
busters.
I would have spelled it wrong. And I'm an English.
Brain teasers.
No, I was quoting.
Yeah, Billy Madison, brain teaser.
Didn't know that either.
No, it's brain buster.
You might be right.
Thank you. Back to you, Jason. Can we clip that up?
What, you're spelling correctly rhetorical?
No, Chris saying you might be right.
Oh.
When did I say that?
Wow. Matt.
Hi.
Have you ever been stung by a bee?
I have. I heard this conversation, and I also giggled when ear cartilage was brought up.
Thank you.
Now, the one time I was stung by a bee, I was sitting on the grass, and I put my hand down, like, on a bee and didn't realize it, and the bee was like, yo, just stung me in the palm. That was it.
Ooh.
Okay, you know what, though? That's probably a stinger up.
That was a stinger up. I hate
Kayla?
bees that bother you when you're eating, like, meat outside. Don't.
This conversation took a
Meat
real
bees.
big turn.
You are all children. If
Real
you
big
eat like
turn.
Just
Dude,
one of those
I'm
big
not
old
even
turkey
laughing.
legs.
Yeah.
I'm not
If you're
even
eating like
laughing
a
at the
burger
innuendo.
or a hot dog outside, and those bees like harass you.
He's fine when they mess with you if you've got fruit.
Yeah. There's no fruit bees.
Just meat.
It just sounds so random when you're eating meat. I'm just picturing Matt like just chewing on a chicken leg outside randomly.
Bees.
Bees, meat bees.
Meat bee.
Get off my meat,
Kayla,
bee.
Have you been stung, Katie?
Oh, yeah, many
Kayla?
times by many things.
Whoa.
I've stepped on bees. I've gotten eaten up by an ant pile when I was shooting football practice once. Lots of fun.
Like the red ants?
Yes. They
Those
attacked my
hurt.
feet.
On a turf field?
It was like a practice field. No, not turf.
Oh, it's grass?
Like whatever they want to call
Oh,
it.
cement.
Like grass with lots of just patches of
Mm-hmm.
dirt where then ants would build
Yeah.
their little farms.
Oh.
It was
Okay.
pretty bad. But yeah,
All
I
right,
stepped
so
on
both,
a bee.
both midday hosts have been stung. All right, so leading up to that natural progression here, how would you guys feel as a way for the station to kind of continue to promote you as we have
I heard this.
incredibly over the last couple weeks?
No.
How would you feel about the Matt and Kayla pregame show
Mm-hmm.
from 6 to 7A, then 7 to 10 you do prep,
Mm-hmm.
and then 10 to 2 you do your show?
Yeah.
Do you like
They seem thrilled by it.
I texted all three of you guys on the morning show about it, and all three of you ignored me. So.
Oh, they were waiting to hear our reaction.
Yeah, alive on air. I blocked.
Yeah, it's not unless it's on the air, Matt. Let's save it for the air. That's a Jim Cozamoreism that we've taken.
I'm glad he thinks we prep.
We just are naturally gifted.
Yeah,
like those athletes, like we don't even have to go practice.
We just step on the field and roll.
Yeah, just go.
Well, on a bee?
On a bee, rolling on bees.
While eating
meat bees.
A side of beef.
Well, Matt knows this too, you guys, because he's been in local before. And I've spent years in local before I went to radio. That is literally the worst hours of your life. I'm so glad I'm finally past 20 hours a day and being called in at random times.
You don't miss it?
Heck no.
We do have it in the media section at Kings games. We do have like when games go late, the sympathy for Jason Ross. It's a conversation at like basically every game. Any game that goes late or goes to overtime, it's like, oh, poor Jason. Oh, poor Jason.
I've not heard these conversations.
No, because you're over there doing radio things.
We have a follow-up to the guy that got stung in the place.
Yeah.
Is the place the junk?
Yeah.
I thought it was a
No, it's a very specific part of it, Kayla.
Oh, well, there's probably a couple areas I would not.
Well, okay, I'm not going to tell you because this is a family show, but aside from that conversation, let me give you a quick tip.
Oh my God!
When you're walking around in bare feet, you should wear shoes so you don't get stung by a bee, okay?
I already got it the first time you said something.
That's the tip I gave you. Okay, so this guy says, yeah, exactly. I did initially open up the door. This is after going in and seeing the wasps and walk out, but it was also very cold. Well, guess what, dude? Better to be cold. I just made my deliveries up in Sparks, Nevada, and I headed down the hill, working graveyard from 6 to 6, 6P to 6A. By then, I was also going to take a nap, but the pain wouldn't let me. Also, as to why I didn't just go on the side of the road, me, a month in as a driver, I'm always aware that the name on the truck is showing, and I don't want to ever get in trouble for that. I did, however, learn my lesson, and I will never, ever again pee inside a porta potty filled with wasps.
Yeah, tough lesson to learn. And we thought the bee sting in the eye was bad.
Oof.
Oh, well, that's kind of a different type, but yeah.
Yeah.
Woof. All right, well. Nothing beats getting a bee sting in the eye than having crumble cookies to ease the pain. They bring you celebrity birthdays. Jason Ross, who's older today?
Well, let's find out how old they are on this January 26th. Happy birthday to Ellen DeGeneres. Or 25th, excuse me.
You know how they said tobacco, like a tobacco paste, helps with a bee sting?
Yeah.
I'll bet you a crumble cookie being rubbed on it would help too.
Ooh, frosting? Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I just have the visual of the last guy.
Yeah, well, that's weird. Ellen DeGeneres is 63.
Oh, I think she's older than that.
62.
Let's say something older.
I think I'm going to go 68.
Would you say 62?
62.
67.
We have a correct answer, and it goes to Maddie.
Oh, she is older.
68. Happy birthday
goodness.
to Wayne Gretzky.
Oh,
Great one.
a great one. Yeah, he's old.
Wayne Gretzky is 66. His number turned upside down.
68.
64.
67.
We have a tie between Matt and Dave. 65th birthday today.
Okay.
Wayne Gretzky. Happy birthday to Vince.
Neil.
McMahon.
Vince.
Kayla got
Ooh,
it.
I was
Vince
gonna say
Carter.
Carter.
How old is Vince Carter today?
Vince Carter is 50. He's 50.
Yeah, 51. I'll go 51.
I was going to say 48.
You can.
I did 48.
49.
Say it.
What'd you say, Chris?
49.
We have a correct answer, and it goes to Christopher Ladd. 49th birthday for Vince Carter.
Oh, all of
Happy birthday to Travis.
Kelsey.
Hunter.
Tritt.
Travis Tritt.
It is
I don't know.
Travis Etienne's birthday.
Oh, close. I was in the same team.
He is 26.
27.
25.
26.
We have a correct answer, and it goes to Kayla.
I always
27th
get the
birthday.
players' birthdays right.
Happy birthday to, let's see if we can get the last name here, Manti.
Teo.
Teo.
Manti Teo.
Is how old today?
35.
Does he know it?
Probably not.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Too soon?
too soon. Manti Te'o is actually only 32.
It's 33.
34.
We have a correct answer. Goes to Kayla, 35.
She
Happy
knows.
birthday to Jack.
Black.
Nicholson.
The Ripper.
Echan.
Oh, you know who it is? Interesting.
Jack, former employee here at the station years ago, former Ram, Jack Youngblood.
Jack Del Rio.
Jack
Oh.
Youngblood played in the Super Bowl with a broken leg.
Wait, Jack Del Rio never worked there. Okay. Jack Youngblood. Jack Youngblood is 72.
75.
68.
73.
Matt is closest. Happy 76th
I knew
birthday
that.
to Jack Youngblood.
There we
Big
go.
Jack Youngblood guy.
Right?
What's coming up on the show, kids?
Hey, well, we got NFC and AFC championship games to recap. One was a game, the other one wasn't. And the Kings lost twice.
What's the worst place you've been stunned? Matt and Kayla will take your calls at 1-800-912-1140 for Chris, for Jason. We'll see you tomorrow bright and early at 6 a.m. Matt and Kayla next. Bye-bye now.
You never know what you might hear when listening to a Sacramento Kings game.
Out of Keegan, going for another triple. Man, is he feeling it. Keegan, can he do it? Yes, there's number 11, Keegan Murray. Keegan